Hi guys, it's Steven, the Armchair Emperor here.
And I'm Shelby, the Armchair Empress.
And we're back to bring you guys another game of Age of Sigmar.
Woo!
No, it's been a while. That's been our most popular video so far, so I figured you guys would appreciate another video. A lot's been going on in Age of Sigmar. The game which everybody sort of lamented replacing Warhammer Fantasy 8th Edition has now become a very, very popular game. All the local gaming stores have a league. People are really starting to appreciate this game more and more, and just yeah, even online you see it's more popular.
Yeah,
now.
and the General's Handbook I think helped a lot to flesh out the game and to also kind of make it more interesting and to give more clear rules and fix some of the things that were wrong in the initial release.
Yeah, for sure, and it brought some of the old fantasy players back, I think.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this. We did a little test run of a game last night, and we were talking about how the magical artifacts were kind of cool because in the old editions of Warhammer Fantasy, it was such a big part of the game, picking out your magical artifacts and your, weapons and banners that you paid points for. Now, this doesn't quite come up to that high of a bar, but it sort of reintroduced that as part of the game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they added more and more of that kind of stuff. You know, the Sylvaneth had a book which was released. We need to get that because Shelby has some of the new units.
I added some of those guys. They're so cool.
They really are.
I really love them. Yeah, I chose the Wood Elves before Age of Sigmar.
Back in
the end times.
Back in the end times, yeah.
And I really loved the Wood Elves, and I had no idea where they were going to go with everything, and so having the Sylvaneth and the Realm of Life and everything is just like, I don't know, I think it's really cool. I really love the lore, and I really love the miniatures for the Sylvaneth too. I think that they're really awesome, really detailed, and I had a lot of fun, in particular painting my Kurnoth Hunters, which I'll show you guys really shortly, but overall, I'm just really happy with the General's Handbook, the new Sylvaneth models, just overall.
Yeah, it's been an awesome game. I mean, I've been at my local gaming store. I played a few games with the Forces of Order, actually, that Shelby uses, and I've been having some fun with those. So we're going to bring you guys one of the missions out of the points match section of the General's Handbook. It's going to be the mission Border War. We're going to be throwing down 1,500 points. I've noticed that a lot of people do 1,000, but we like to, bring a little bit of extra stuff. Yeah, just a little bit. So, 1,500 points, Border War, points match, and I'm going to be bringing a formation as well. A War Scroll battalion, actually, called the Tzeench Host of Tzeench. So, we're going to show you guys the table, show you guys the army, and get started.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my Forces of Order army. I have a lot of mixed things. So I have Sylvaneth, I have Wood Elves, I have some Empire guys, I have Saurus Warriors, and I think that makes up my Order army. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of the models. So here I have my Kurnoth Hunters, which I mentioned before. I really enjoyed painting a lot, and they're really detailed. They were really fun. I did kind of like a fall theme with the leaves and did green swords. I really enjoyed painting those guys. And then right behind them I have a Lord on a Great Eagle. I also painted him, and he was really fun to paint too. You guys have seen him in the last Age of Sigmar battle report. Then I have my sisters right here. Sisters of Thorn, and right in front of them representing their Shield of Thorns, which is one of the spells that they can cast. I love taking these guys. They are really awesome. These guys are also new. These are my Tree Revenants. Steven painted these guys, and they look really great.
Yeah, we wanted to bring in some new models for you guys and actually have some Age of Sigmar current models in addition to some of the old fantasy models which we're dropping in. We love retro models and we love the older stuff, but just for some flavor we thought we'd bring in some of the newer stuff as well and see how they go together. And they seem to work well.
These guys are really cool. They can jump from forest to forest on the board, and they can also show up on the edges of on the table edge.
Cool.
So they're really neat. These are the older Saurus Warriors, Lizardmen, models. Those are really awesome too. Steven painted those guys. We have Eternal Guard up front with spears. We have Empire Handgunners right there. Those are some older models too. And then we have 20 Archers, which are the Glade Guard.
And you'll see a couple of little Lizardmen skinks with bows in there. It's because
the box comes with 16.
the box came with 16, right?
Yeah.
And in the New Age of Sigmar rules, you need 20 to get certain bonuses. And when you pay points for them, you pay points in batches of 10. So what a lot of people are doing is they're either buying new models and adding them, or they're proxying other models. Or what I've done, you'll see with one of my units, is the Chaos Warhounds, is I've divided the points in half so I could take 5 instead of 10. And that's one thing that you guys should know about Age of Sigmar. It should be a flexible game.
Yeah.
You don't need the rules police at Games Workshop to actually tell you that you can
or can't do something.
Right. You know, it should be sort of a more fun, fluid game. Yeah. So, you know, feel free to use the point system as a guideline and, you know, take unit sizes that you want. But not as canon law. So, you know, it's definitely meant to be more creative than that. And I think that the people at Games Workshop would just appreciate you just enjoying your toy soldiers and your models. Alright, so these are the Forces of Order, 1,500 points, that are going to be going up against my mostly Tzeench Demons Chaos Army. Hey guys, alright, so I took 1,500 points of Forces of Chaos, and I'm using a War Scroll Battalion, Demons of Tzeench War Scroll Battalion called the Change Host of Tzeench. So instead of taking, so everybody has a keyword, right? Chaos is generally the keyword that you use with undivided chaos armies mixing up beastmen and warriors and different gods, demons, and whatnot. You can still do that, but I wanted to try this War Scroll Battalion, so I took a Lord of Change as my general. And he is a beast, and I gave him a demon weapon, and he has an ability where he can switch 2 units, switch their location within 27 inches of him. That's his command ability. Backing him up in his own battalion, his War Scroll Battalion, we have 2 units of 10 pink horrors. These are the older metal casts. We have a Herald of Tzeench, which was the extra model that came with the Burning Chariot. We have the Changeling, the Trickster.
He's so cool.
He's pretty neat, right? Yeah, I've used him once before in the other video, but I just totally forgot about all of his extra rules. We played a demo game the other night, though, you know, just to learn our new rules, and I think I've got some of his rules down a bit better now, so we'll see if I can't make some use of him this game. We've got 3 Screamers of Tzeench, which are great. They do the slashing attack.
And they fly.
Yeah, they fly, which is good, just bounce over terrain. I got the Burning Chariot to give me some shooting. This is actually a surprisingly shooty army, both of ours are. For shooting attacks, I have my, these got the Pink Horrors, the Herald of Tzeench, and the Burning Chariot. They can all shoot flames. And of course Shelby has her handgunners, her Glade Guard, and her Sisters of the Thorn can throw javelins, and her General and the Eagle, although the model doesn't have one, he does have a bow, and he shoots 3 shots per turn.
Yeah.
So this is almost like a 40k game here. There's a lot of shooting. So I've got these 5 Chaos Hounds I was talking about before. The War Scroll that you pay for comes with 10. I divided the points in half and I took 5. Because they used to come in, you know, boxes and packs of 5. And those I bought off of eBay, painted the way they are. We've also got a Cockatrice, which is in the Beasts of Chaos. Under the Chaos rulebook, I just figured I'd take him. He's a nice Citadel Flying Chaos model. And, yeah, so we'll see what he does this game. Wherever there's battle, of course, there's representatives of the Blood God Khorne, so we brought 10 Bloodletters of Khorne, and I just threw them in there because I had some extra points. And of course my very last unit here, which are actually based on round bases for Age of Sigmar, are the Beastmen Gores. Those guys are just your basic infantry. They have a 4+4+ hand-to-hand attack, I think, and 5+ with a reroll save. Yeah, so that's what I brought, and I think it'll do pretty well. And we're going to go on to show you guys the board we're going to be playing on. Okay, so we've set up a 6x4 board here. We've had to use multiple folding tables because we haven't gotten our 6x4 table in the mail. We ordered one. But in the meantime, even though the mat is sort of at an angle here, it does look like rolling hills or something like that, so it just looks like natural terrain. So in the meantime, we've got our objectives. Border War is an interesting objective-based Age of Sigmar game. We have 4 objectives, 1 in each of our own deployment zones. We're going to be using these small bits of green beach glass, which are going to represent warpstone. So we have a warpstone token here in this deployment zone. There's another warpstone token on the other side of the table in this deployment zone. And then there are 2 on the right center and the left center. Now the way this works is wherever you deploy on one of the wide edges. Your forces get control of a warpstone token, and then you fight over the 2 in the middle, and you try and get the enemies. So the warpstone token or the objective in your own deployment zone is worth 1 point. The 2 in the middle are going to be worth 2 points. And the one in the enemy's deployment zone, if you can get it, is worth 4 points, and that can be hard. So the theme we've gone with here is we've used a mixture of terrain. We have some interesting looking fantastical plants and trees here. This is a rock set made by Playmobil, actually, which I got from Jamie over at the Toy Soldier Co. In Manhattan. He's got a great website, toysoldierco.com, great for terrain. His prices are very reasonable too. We have some of the Petco stuff that I always talk about. We have some eastern looking terrain, 2 temples. We have a temple and an arch. Then we have some ruins, a hill on either side just to make things even, so we each have a small patch of high ground. And we have 2 small jungles. Now both of these forests or jungles are going to count as
Sylvaneth.
As Sylvaneth Wildwoods, right, the Realm of Life. And we're doing that for Shelby's special ability, which is from your...
That's for my tree revenants.
Right, and so they'll be able to actually have a little bit of an alpha strike on this 4-point objective if they want. So that could be interesting because I'm going to have to walk across the board to grab that objective, whereas you guys might actually be able to just kind of land on it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That can make for an interesting game. We do have all the new books. Last time you saw us, we were still playing off of the old free rules with the app. Some of our older miniatures we still have to play off the app, but we do have the General's Handbook. We have the Grand Alliance Order book, and we have the Grand Alliance Chaos book. I'd recommend to anybody playing this game, pick up these books. They make it so much easier. The app's great, but the General's Handbook adds a lot of depth, and having the new lore behind your faction is really fun.
I think so.
And cool, yeah, because in Age of Sigmar, all the lore has changed. You know, the old Empire guys, they're now the Free Guild Guard. They don't even remember what the old Empire was. You know, if you had a city-based army like Middenheim or something like that, the city of Middenheim no longer exists, but all of the humans and elves and dwarves who are up in Azerheim, you know, the city of Sigmar, they're still there, and you have forces of these free peoples which are coming down to try and retake these realms from chaos. So we're fighting in the realm of life. In the core rules, it does say to pick a realm, whether it's death or life or a realm of chaos. So we're picking realm of life, and Alariel has reawoken, and her tree revenants and her Kurnoth hunters are part of her new force, which are going to assist these free peoples in trying to expand the realm of life and retake it from chaos. Nurgle's been on the retreat, if you're into the lore. He's been kind of losing some of the realm of life, and our little addition to this is that Tzeench is going to try and come and take up where his brother has failed. And Tzeench always likes it when Nurgle fails anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So he isn't too sad about that. Alright guys, we're going to come back after deployment.
Okay, so I went ahead and deployed first. I rolled a 6, and Steven rolled a 1.
So we rolled that, and we chose size, and we did unit by unit.
Yeah. So we went back and forth. So I'm on this side of the board.
Okay.
I'm gonna just start from what's closest to you guys. So I have my Empire handgunners in some cover in this forest over here. I have my tree revenants in the forest, so they can take advantage of that cool happy skippy.
So we're using these forests as Sylvaneth Wildwoods once again, even though it's not the official miniature.
Right. Then I have my Saurus warriors, and Steven deployed his changeling in my Saurus warriors.
Yeah, who's that over there?
So They don't know that what he is. To them, he just looks like another one of their unit.
Yeah.
So
That's weird.
It's
Who's
really
that
weird.
weird blue guy? Doesn't look like a lizard man. I don't know what's going on with him over
And they
there.
don't know of his identity until he can be revealed later.
So the way you reveal it is your hero can come within 3 inches of him, and that will reveal him. If I choose to attack with him, that will reveal him. And I think that's it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then I have my Eternal Guard over here.
And we have those little paper...
I have the little markers. So a cool thing about the Wood Elves is if they have their flag bearers, they get +1 to their bravery. And then they get another +1 to their bravery if they're in cover. So my goal, I put them kind of close to this rock formation so that they can get into cover. And I also
+2 bravery.
And I also put them right near one of the objectives so they can hold that.
All right.
I have my general, I have my lord on my great eagle. Kind of put him in the middle so that he could, and he can fly, obviously, so I put him in the middle so that he could just kind of go wherever he is needed when we figure that out when the game begins.
Okay.
Then in the back here, I have my Glade Guard. I spread them out a little bit so I could get some range to shoot. My goal will also probably be to put them in a little bit of cover so they get some extra saves and bravery and kind of stay just far enough away so that they can shoot. I have my sisters right up in front, kind of leading the charge up there. And then last but certainly not least, I have my Kurnoth Hunters, who are really great. They have 4 attacks, or 2 attacks each, and the leader gets 4 attacks.
Oh, I think they all have 4 attacks.
Oh, they all have 4 attacks. Oh, okay. And they have some other cool things, which I'll show you guys later. But they're really neat.
Yeah, we'll look that up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So here is Shelby, General of the Forces of Order, and she's going to go ahead and show you my deployment.
Okay guys, this is Chaos, mostly Tzeench, deployment. I'm going to start from my left. Over here we have the Burning Chariot with his Blue Horror crew. We've got the Pink Horrors, everybody trying to stay close to the General so that they can benefit from his command abilities. We'll see what all that craziness is as and when it comes up. I'm not going to go into it now because there's just too much. So we got Burning Chariot, Pink Horrors, the Lord of Change with the Demon Weapon. We have another unit of Pink Horrors. We have our Pink Horror hero, the Herald of Tzeench. We have our 10-man Bloodletter unit, the Golden Blades. We have our Cockatrice right here in case some sneaky Wood Elf Tree Revenant people try and jump out back here. They'll have a little monstrous creature to deal with. Then we have a 10-man unit of Goatmen.
Goatmen?
Yeah, the Gores. Little Goatmen over here just doing what Goatmen do, I guess, you know. And over here we have the Screamers on the far right flank for some mobility, and the Dogs.
Nice. So I just wanted to give you guys a view across the board from this end, so just kind of get an idea of what they are up against. Okay, so now we're going to roll off for initiative.
Going right into turn 1 here, rolling off for initiative, big numbers. And 6 and 1 again.
Again!
Right.
That was pretty good.
So this is Wood Elves, Forces of Order, Sylvaneth, turn 1.
Alright, so this is turn 1 for Forces of Order. So first, real quick, I just wanted to go over the battle trait, which is, these are new in the General's Handbook. I have the Defiant Avengers trait, which allows any unit within 12 inches of my general to reroll failed battle shock tests. I also gave him the Master Defense Command trait, which allows me to roll anytime my general gets a wound. If it's a 6, I don't take that wound. And then he also has the Phoenix Stone, and so in every one of my hero phases, I can heal one of his wounds. Alright, so I'm going to start off with him, and I'm going to put Inspiring Presence on my archers, my Glade Guard back here. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to them. I'm going to go ahead and try to roll for the Shield of Thorns for my sisters.
Right.
That goes off on a 6.
Casting on a 6.
And it doesn't go off, it gets a 3.
Alright, that's good because I have no one in range to unbind.
So that's really all my magic that I have. I'm going to go ahead and move on to movement phase. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hop these guys across the board.
All right, turn 1, really?
Yeah.
That's bold.
Yeah.
Eldar trickery.
Uh-oh.
So that is the special ability that comes with the way pipes, by the way, guys. That's called walking the spirit paths.
And I'm going to keep them 3 inches away if I can.
Yeah, right. They have to be 3 inches away from an enemy unit.
And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to move my Star Wars Warriors up. They move 5 inches, along with their little changeling buddy. Oh wait, but it's okay. So the movement is halved when the changeling is part of the unit. But the lizardmen have this cool thing where if they have a drummer, they get to march. So they can't charge or run, but allows them to double their movement.
So they're at normal movement.
So they're back to normal movement.
My changeling has the ability that he can decrease the unit's movement by half, and they can double it again. So
it's back to 5.
It's back to normal, yeah. So it's all a wash.
That's my way of getting around that. But I can't charge and I can't run because I'm marching.
Don't worry about the blue guy, buddy.
I'm going to move my Empire handgunners up just a little bit too. I still want them to be in a little bit of cover, but I want to give them a few more inches.
That's another thing I never noticed from the original rules, but I think it was in there. I think if you're in terrain, I think it has +1 to your save.
Yeah. So I'm just going to kind of move them into the woods a little further.
Trying to get everybody at +1, because their save's only 6 up, right?
Yeah, they have a really terrible save. But also tiny bit further.
Got it.
And I'm gonna go ahead and move my sisters first. They move 12. So that brings them pretty far up the board. And I'm also gonna move my Glade Guard my Glade Guard up. They go 6. So I'm usually kind of passive, I guess. I'm not as aggressive, and I really want them to try moving them up on first turn, which is probably tactically not the best idea, but I kind of want to try it and see what happens.
If you move them up on first turn, you have to charge with them, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And these guys go 5. My Kurnoth Hunters. These guys have the Inspiring Presence. Follow the sisters. Like that. So we're coming uphill.
Okay.
And the last unit, or almost last unit, I'm going to move these guys a little bit further up here. Do I want to hold on to that?
6 inches is pretty good.
Yeah, so I'll leave them there. So they're still within 6 inches of the warpstone, but they're a little bit further into cover and a little bit further up the field.
Got it. It would look cool if he flew up here and just kind of
Exactly
landed on that rock.
That way he's kind of still in the middle.
There's nothing tactically sound about it. I just think it would look cool.
I think it would look cool.
Let's see.
Okay.
This is how we play, guys. We're not great tacticians, or we don't remember all our rules, but we paint pretty well. We have cool terrain, and we like fun, cool-looking toy soldiers. It's what we like.
So that's for my movement phase. I'm going to move on to shooting phase. I'm not really in range for anything.
Nope. Doesn't look like it.
So I don't really have a shooting phase. Moving on to combat/charging.
Right.
And I'm going to have to charge with my tree revenants.
So they popped out, they walked the spirit paths, they used their way pipes. Now they have a variety of options. They have the cockatrice, they have the bloodletters, or they can try and long bomb the beastmen.
I'm going to go for him, actually. Yes.
Okay.
And they can use that to go around. So there's 5 models. 4 of them have blades, and 1 of them has a glaive. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my main guy with the glaive. He gets 4 attacks instead of 2, And he is hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s.
And I believe there's a rend and there's 2
Rend of
damage.
-1, and they each do 2 damage.
Okay.
Alright.
3 hits?
So, 3 hits. Once per phase, I'm allowed to re-roll one of any of my dice. Nope, still no.
Okay.
Alright,
Wounding on
3s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Alright guys, so I only have a 6+ save, so we are down 2 wounds.
Ouch.
So we're now down to 6. I'll actually count down at this point. So 6 is the amount of wounds I have left. Alright,
Okay.
what else you got?
Alright, so now everyone else gets 2 attacks, so that's 8. They have the regular blade. So they are hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s with a rend, but they only do 1 damage. So we have 1 card. Okay. And we want 3s to wound. So we've got 3 wounds.
Alright, and that has a -1
That
rend?
also has a rend, but it only does 1 damage.
Alright, so we're going to go down from 6 wounds to 3 wounds.
Yes.
Because we don't get that save. Alright, but now we get a chance to swing back.
Yes.
Okay, we have the Vicious Beak. He does 2 attacks, 4s and 3s, rend -1, d3 damage. 4s to hit, 1 hit. 3s to wound, 1 wound. Alright,
Nice.
rend of -1. What's your save?
My save is
5+?
5+. I'm at 6+.
You're at a 6+. Nope.
Nope.
Alright, let's see how much damage I do. D3. 1. Oh, is that
so
a guy
I lose
dead?
1 guy.
Alright. At least I killed 1. Alright, let's go with the sword-like talons. That does d6 attacks. I always like random attacks. It's very chaosy, very fluffy. So 4 attacks this turn. And they're going to do 4s and 4s. Only 1! And nothing! Alright, that's typical of big, well-painted miniatures. And that is it. End of combat.
I do believe so.
Alright, so we're going on to Chaos, turn 1. Alright guys, I'm going to start by using my command trait, which is called Beacon of Sorcery. He has an 18-inch range for this to all Tzeench casters. So that's going to be himself, the Pink Horrors, and the Pink Horrors, and the Herald of Tzeench all have +1 casting. So we're going to go straight into magic. So we want to do some, let's see if I'm in range for this. 18 inches, yeah, that's good.
Ooh.
So we're going to cast a bolt, which casts on a 5 against the Sisters of the Thorn. They'll have a chance to unbind. Goes off with a 6, and it's actually a 7. Do you want to try and stop it?
Sure.
It's D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you roll a 1, you stop it.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So that one goes poof. Next we have a Herald of Tzeench. He has a spell called Pink Fire. It's cast on a 9, and it's D6 mortal wounds. It has an 18-inch range. That should be good enough to hit the Sisters of the Thorn. And
Not quite.
just,
I don't know.
it's close. It's definitely close, but alright, so we'll check for your Lord instead, which is.
Yeah, go.
So we're going to do it against the Lord, because that's legal and I won't be cheating then. 9, so we really need an 8. 6. Yeah, we got it, so we cast it with a 10. They've already tried to unbind one spell.
I don't have any more unbinding.
Right, so he did take something where he ignores mortal wounds on a 6, so that is good.
I do get to roll for that. But you have to see how many wounds you do first.
Yep. D6 mortal, 1. You want to try and stop it with a 6?
Yep. Alright.
Big numbers.
Nope.
Oh, good. So there's 1 wound
I take
on the
1
Lord.
wound.
We have these cute little wound counters. I did print all this stuff out of paper, and there's a lot nicer stuff out there made out of plastic that companies sell. But we're going to use these for now. Until
Hey, it's free.
it's free, and when we have some excess cash coming into the Armchair Emperor company, we will start to make things a little more official. But for now, this is cool and fun, very colorful. All right, so we are going to go ahead and cast Mystic Shield on a 6 to cast, and I'm going to cast that on the Lord of Change. And I'm going to go ahead and get that. So that's going to go ahead and give me +1 armor save. So
Now we're going to go ahead and try and cast spells from the Lord of Change. He's going to try and cast Infernal Gateway. Let's see. His range is also 18, and that actually should make it. It does. Base to base even. So, that's going to cast itself on a 7. He also has an ability where he can change his lowest die roll to match his highest. This is the Infernal Gateway. It's the one everyone hates in Old Fantasy, in Age of Sigmar, and in 40k. It's in all 3. So let's see, I got 2 4s, which is an 8, and I actually have a 9. So it does go off. That is cheesy, isn't it? So, so I get to roll 9 dice, and on a 3+, it does a mortal wound. Alright, 9 dice, 3 pluses are mortal wounds. 1s and 2s go away. That's going to be 2 dead sisters and 1 with a wound. That was definitely pretty good. Alright, I think it's going to end our hero phase. Magic is a very important phase for us. And we're going to go ahead and move right into movement. The Lord of Change himself can move 10. And he's going to go ahead and fly over here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move the rest of our demons here. They all move 5. Okay, this guy's going to zip his 14 inches, and he is a flyer, so he's going to come and just kind of hang out over here. Zoop. Alright, he's got his blue horror crew. These guys are going to move up at an angle 5 inches. In the old days that would be called a wheel. But we don't have formations anymore, so it don't matter. And then this guy just kind of comes up and hangs out next to them. These guys are going to turn around and walk this way. So they're gonna just kind of try and take that back. We've got a beastmen over here. They're gonna run up to here, and they're also gonna run 6.
Nice.
So 6 inches will get them that objective. So we're going to go ahead and grab that one, at least. The Screamers, they move 16. And they can come right up there and get shot at. Or they can come over here and help out. I think they'll come over here and help out. Alright, and then the doggies.
I'm just realizing I should have measured better because I probably could have shot my arrow from my general, and I probably could have done arcane bolt with my sisters. Well, no, because they wouldn't have moved.
They were further back.
Yeah, they wouldn't have moved.
But you definitely could have run them up since you didn't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could have, well, you're already within scoring distance of that.
Yeah.
Objective, so I guess it doesn't matter. You'd rather be a little.
But I could have shot with my bow, I think, because that has a 20-inch range.
True.
Wheel.
Alright, well, next turn you'll get it. That's our movement. We're going to go ahead and declare some assaults, declare some charges. We are going to try and long bomb this. This is probably a 12-inch charge, if it even is. It's a 10-inch charge. 10! Nope. Alright, so that's fine. We are going to go ahead and try. I'm doing this out of order. Assault is after shooting, but I'm going to go ahead and just roll for my charges since we're doing it this way this turn.
Okay.
So 5 will get them in. Too many games, all getting confused in my mind. I don't know. Do I move into combat or do I just fight? I don't know what's going on here. Alright, so we're going to do a belated or early, depending on who you ask, shooting phase. The pink horrors, they got magical flames, 18-inch range, 4s and 4s. So, they should be in range to do something. Let's see. They're all in range here, and they're all in range there. So, we're going to have 10 pink horrors. Shooting at the Sisters of the Thorn. 4s to hit. 1s, 2s, and 3s going away. and force to wound. 1s, 2s, and 3s going away. It's going to be 4 wounds. There's no rend. So you're going to get your normal 5 ups. For Ilario! Oh, so that's going to be 2 dead and 1 wounded.
Yeah.
The next 10 are going into your general. Force to hit. 1s, 2s, and 3s going away. Good rolling today, guys.
Yeah, no Marcus Steve.
No Marcus Steve today. That's usually only in 40k for whatever reason. Oh, and now that I said that, here come the 1s and 2s. So
That was still good though.
That was still good. Yeah, you got 5 saves.
Okay.
And I think your general has what, like a 4+
Yes.
armor?
Yes. 3, 4, 5.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Ouch.
Ooh, 4 more wounds. So you're lucky you can heal.
Yeah.
Wounds.
So let me roll for those.
Oh yeah, and against any wounds or mortal wounds on a 6. 1.
Okay, I saved 1, so I take 3.
You take 3 and you can heal 1 next turn.
Yep.
That's pretty cool though. If you combine the Phoenix Stone with the Master of Defense,
Yeah, I
Because
think it's cool.
you get a 6+ invulnerable save essentially, and on top of that, you just heal 1 in the next turn. It's like it will not die.
It is like an invulnerable save.
It is. It's basically a 6+ invuln. So that's cool. We can shoot fire out of other people because we're Tzeench. We have fire where you don't even want to know we have fire. We shoot fire out of weird places. So anyway, enough of that.
So last time I played Age of Sigmar, and in some of the 40k stuff, if you've watched those too, I'm sort of more defensive, but I wanted to try not being defensive.
It's working out actually, because you brought your whole battle line up, and
Right.
you know you're going to score that objective. That's
Right.
for sure. And you're going to score your own. You may or may not score this one, and I'll score that one.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be about even.
Right.
Which, you know, if you weren't aggressive here, then you
Then I wouldn't have gotten that.
objective. Yeah, and also if you'd have just sent them up, they wouldn't have any backup,
Right.
which they need.
They do.
So I have Building Warp Flame at 6 attacks,
Ooh.
4s to hit, 3s to wound, doing D3 damage. The Billowing Warp Flame is going to go against the Kurnoth Hunters. I'm dividing my fire. I normally concentrate it against 1 unit, but today I'm going to see how it works out by hitting multiple units and weakening them.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see if that works out. 6 attacks, 4s and 3s. Warp Fire of Tzeench. So 2, and I need 3s. So 2. And there's no rend on that. You can take your normal saves.
So this is for the Kurnoth Hunters, and they have a 4+ save.
Okay. Both go through, and I am going to do D3 for each. One does 3, the other does 1. So that's 4 wounds.
4 wounds, okay.
How many wounds do they have each? 5?
They each have 5, yes.
Alright, so
1 is down to 1.
one's down to 1, use just a D6 for that.
Yeah.
Since we're counting down in his case. Yeah. Alright, well, at least he didn't lose one. If they
Yes.
can assault next turn, they get all their attacks.
Yes, that'll be good.
Now, my assaults, which I did out of order, are going to go through... no, actually I have one more shooting attack. He has a shooting attack. Same thing, pink fire. And he's going to shoot at the Sisters of the Thorn. 2 dice, 4s and 4s. Nothing. Okay. Alright, so we're on to combat phase. It's my turn. I can choose who I want to swing first. I'm going to choose my Cockatrice. The Cockatrice is going to do what he does. He's going to try and eat people. So,
I don't think he likes the taste of trees and elven souls, though.
No, he might not. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to use his ability. It's called the Petrifying Gaze.
Oh, is this the staring contest?
You know, it was cool when it was a staring contest. They changed it.
Oh.
I know, there used to be a staring contest where we'd look at each other in the eyes and whoever blinked first got...
We did that last game.
We did that last game,
did
right.
that
So
last
if
game.
you watch that game and then watch this game, you'll see the difference. So now they made it like a real sort of dicey roll.
Attack.
Yeah, a real attack. So if the result, roll a dice, if the result is 4 or more, the target suffers D6 mortal wounds.
Ouch.
So
It's
now
just a dice?
just
And
one.
a die?
Yeah, 4 plus.
3.
5, so how many mortal wounds? Let's see, D6 mortal wounds.
1.
2. So, alright, so we're 2 down. We're going to grab the banner and the regular dude because you want your way pipes.
I don't get a save? They're mortal,
Mortal,
right?
yeah. Unfortunate.
Oh.
Now he's going to do his claws. Vicious Beak is 2 attacks, 4s and 3s, -1 Ren, D3 damage. Nope. Now we're going to do D6 attacks for the sword-like talons. We're going to get 5.
What?
Yeah, he's pretty good. Let's see what those hit on. No, they're 4s, so only 1 hit. 4s to wound. Yep, I wounded, and no
That's
red.
mortal?
Nope,
Or that's
it's regular.
Okay, 5 up.
5 up. No,
No.
1 more goes, so you just have your champion left. He can swing back. Who does he want to swing back at? Does he really want to kill this guy or take a couple more wounds off? I think he does.
I think so. Because he wouldn't really do anything to the bloodletters.
He could kill 1 or 2, but...
But that's not going to make that much.
Alright, so he has 4 attacks.
Yes. Hitting on 4s.
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. And I get to re-roll
1.
1 if I choose.
Yes.
Okay, and I will.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So I have 4 hits. And 2 wounds.
Okay, and they have a random -1?
-1, and they do 2 damage.
So I'm going to take 4 damage, and that will be enough to kill the cockatrice. Woohoo! Let's see how Shelby looks after that victory. So your lone champion of those guys actually just defeated him. He just took his glaive, raised it up, and just lopped this guy's head off. And he's standing here on top of the dead beast like this. He's like a hero, like from the books.
And now he's about to be consumed by bloodletters.
Yep, but at least he did something with his life, you know. At least you can't say that he led one of those lives which is kind of boring and, you know, not much happens.
That's true.
He definitely got to live. All right, so.
And he's a tree revenant, so he can come back.
Yeah, that's true. He's a ghost, basically,
yeah, he's
right?
He's an elven spirit, reincarnated through a tree, basically.
That's it. Yeah, and it's very similar
Or
to 40k,
yeah.
like the Wraith Knights. Very similar. 4s and 3s, Ren -1. 6s are mortal wounds on the to wound roll. So I'm gonna have 10 attacks, hitting on 4s. Oof.
Maybe he'll win.
Wounding on 3s. And now that 3 mortal wounds.
Oh,
three just go through with no
Oh wow,
save.
they were 6s?
6s,
Holy
yeah. That decapitating blow. He got his head chopped off 3 times.
Oh my god.
I don't know how that works. Swing! Blood for the blood god. He was the hero, though. He was the hero of this whole game. He held
The whole game? It's only the first turn.
It's only the first turn, but he killed one of my monsters. That's true. There could be more heroes. We'll see. We'll see. All right, no more combats. It is on to Shelby, Forces of Order. Turn 2. Well, it's just turn 2. We have to roll for initiative.
Initiative, turn 2.
Okay, so I got a 2 and Shelby got a 3. They're both on the board, so Shelby is going first on this turn as well.
Yay.
So Shelby, what are you up to over here?
I don't know.
You don't know yet.
I don't know.
All right, well, like the heat's on. Pressure's on.
Pressure's on.
All right, so what are you doing with your hero
First,
phase?
I'm going to use my Phoenix Stone to take away one of these wounds.
Good.
I get to do that just automatically. I don't have to roll for it.
Once per turn.
Yeah.
In the hero phase.
And I'm going to go ahead and try to...
Cast Shield of Thorns again.
I don't know if I want Shield of Thorns or if I want to do Arcane Bolt. Shield.
Shield of Thorns, here we go, on a 6. And they get it with a 9. Since I have +1 to my unbinding, I'm going to try and unbind that with my Lord of Change. And he also can match his lowest die roll to his highest. So that's going to be 5, and 5 is going to be 10, and +1 is going to be 11. So I beat it with an 11. Alright, so that's the cheese, man. That's how it works. Tzeench and cheesiness.
Okay, and I didn't say Inspiring Presence again, but I'm keeping it.
You're keeping it
on
there.
the same, Glade Guard.
On your Glade God.
Let's go ahead and move on to movement.
Gotta get them lizard men up and in my face over here.
I know.
They're the only thing that can really tear this stuff up.
I'm trying to think what would get me further. Marching and having a guaranteed 5 inches, or doing half of 5
I'm trying to
and
charge.
trying to run.
I would do the 2.5
And then try to
and
run?
then try and run, yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna run.
All right, run them up. 3 inches.
3. So
It's a little bit further than your march. It's a ½ inch further.
a little bit. I'm also going to move my Eternal Guard. They're 5 inches. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Who else is moving? What about over here?
Okay.
What about the eagle?
Eagle doesn't know what he's doing yet.
All
Let's
right.
see.
He's confused. He's like, those things downstairs, they're confusing me.
I'm confused.
Those little pink men who jabber and throw fire.
Fire.
They are very confusing.
Okay. He is actually gonna come down.
Come
He's
down.
hard to get to. A little bit up there.
Come down from your high mountain. Face us. There you are. Go back up the hill. We don't want you over here.
Okay.
Sisters.
To go this way a little bit. So they're just gonna come right up
To the edge.
to the edge of the river.
Do they want to be in the river? Because you can take the rest of your move and cut it by half and go that far into the river.
I could do that too.
So they're in halfway through the river.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah. That's how we do rivers here, guys. I know it's like whatever. In the rules it says it's however many inches it would take you to negotiate it. But in the case of a flat terrain feature, since there's nothing to climb up or down like a hill, you can't measure the extra inches. We just say it cuts off half your movement.
Because if you're moving through a river, it
Yeah.
slows you down.
Exactly. Kurnoths, they're coming up for some fun times.
He has a wound.
They just want to be friends. The
And
Blade Guard, they definitely want to move.
they do.
Because they want to start bringing the pain. They want to shoot 20 shots with a -3 armor end.
But that's not every turn, though. That's a special.
That's a special shot,
That's
but you
a
got some special targets over here.
I know.
Listen, baby, I'm telling you, there's special targets up here. We got a Lord of Change for you.
You just want me to get closer so you can eat me.
That's true. But, you know, I'm just telling you, we got a Burning Chariot, we got a Lord of Change, we have a Herald of Tzeench for you. We've got a couple of units of Pink Horrors that you can think about. You know, we got a lot of stuff over here on this side of the river. It's a good time, you know? Just come up and join us.
Moving on to shooting.
Sure thing. Okay, let's take a break here and tally our points from last turn.
Okay. Alright, so for turn 1, for victory points, the Forces of Order held 1 on their own side, that's 1 point. And they held, the sisters held 1 in the middle, so that's 2 points, total of 3. And it's basically the same for Steven's side. He held 1 of his own on his side of the field, and his Beastman held 1 in the middle. He is also at 3 victory points for turn 1.
This is our little chart here that we're keeping. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and continue the game.
So we're on turn 2 for order, and we're doing shooting phase.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with my handgunners. Because they haven't moved this turn, they get to hit on 4s instead of 5s. And then they are wounding on
3s.
So there's 10 of them. They each get 1 attack.
Who are they shooting at? What's the target?
Their target is the Beastman. Ooh. Okay.
4s to hit.
Yep.
How'd you do?
I got
6. That's good. It's about above average. 3s to wound.
Ouch. Okay.
Below average.
2.
With a -1 rend, which they do have. And I'm going to roll
Yes.
my armor saves of 6+ now. Nope, neither. So 2 dead. So there was some flanking fire. It came in right this way, so these 2 guys bought it. Oh! And some smoke puffed out from across the field, and 2 beastmen went down. Alright, what other kind of shooting do the Forces of Order have for
We're
us?
going to do the bows on my lord.
Yes, he has a bow, and he has
Which I forgot
cool
last
arrows. That's alright, we'll do it now.
Okay.
You know what? Double its attack this turn, since you forgot it last
No,
turn.
if you forget, you forget.
Alright. Very good. That's an honest person.
3 attacks.
Against whom?
3 4s with a rend of -1 against your herald.
Good choice.
And
Pretty cool.
3 4s. Yeah. Okay.
So 2,
2.
-1.
Yep.
So I'm on 6. So I need 6s to save my herald. And I get 1 6, 1 5. So he takes a wound. Alright, so shooting. Now you have your
now I have
Glade
these
Guard.
guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do their specialty arrow.
The Arcane Bodkin.
Yes. Okay. And they have 20 models.
Yes.
So I get to add 1 to all my hit rolls.
So you're hitting
so I'm
now.
hitting on 3s.
3s.
Wounding on 4s.
So those two cannot do the Lord of Change. You can still shoot at the Lord of Change, you'll just get 3 less shots.
Okay. But then do I still get the...
Bonuses? Yes.
Yes.
It's for that many people in the unit.
Okay.
So you're going to go ahead and shoot 18 shots.
Okay. Alright.
Only 2 were out of range, so take one of those dice back.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said 3.
Yeah, I misspoke.
It's okay. Alright, so we're doing hitting on 3s, wounding on 4. Ouch.
Lots of 1s in there.
Yeah.
Woo! Now, wounding on 3s.
4s.
How many?
None. Wait, 1.
1 with a -3 rend. So I believe I have a 4+ save, and with your -3 rend, I'll have no save.
No save.
So
You take a...
one wound goes through from 18 arrows being shot at me. It was all the people in the way, and the hill, and the distance.
Sure.
You know, it wasn't an easy shot. I mean, imagine having to stand here, shoot a bow through all your own guys here, over a river, up a hill, and then hit this crazy dude. You know, it's a whole thing.
Huh? Javelins.
Javelins, 2 each, 4s and 4s.
Yep. I have 6.
Yep, so 12 shots. Who's the target?
Oh, your lord.
Lord of Change, got it. Foes and foes. The Wood Elves just, you know, they haven't been practicing in archery this past week. They've just missed that part of gym, I guess. That their schools don't have archery anymore.
3.
3 with a rend of -1, right?
Yep.
So I take 3 saves. And those saves are now going to be of 5 up. And I'm going to make all 3 of them.
Oh.
Pretty good, boys. Pretty good.
I'm going to try and charge my sisters against your lord.
Okay.
And they get it with a 9. Do you think? Because they need
Half. Yeah, no, you'll still make it in.
Okay.
You'll still make it in.
everybody?
The furthest model probably won't.
Okay.
Very good.
I'll try my Kurnoth hunters
Okay.
against
The Burning Chariot.
Chariot.
No.
No, not with the water. Okay. I can't charge with my lizardmen.
No.
I can't charge with them.
You can charge with
I'm
your
going to charge with
your
my
lord.
against your herald.
Against my herald? Sure. You reroll. Yeah. You're fine. He's just gonna come over here, and I will face you. Okay. So now it being your turn, Shelby, you get to pick where you want to start.
Who wants to go first? Okay. I'm going to start with my sisters.
Okay. So they have 3 attacks each. The champion has 4. All 4s and 4s.
Yes.
12, 13 attacks total. Yeah, the mounts in this case, it's a split profile, but it doesn't need to
But
be.
they're the same.
So 4s and 4s.
Oh, I did better this time.
Very good, very good.
Okay. Awesome. Not so good that time, though. I rolled, how many 6 1s? My goodness. Okay, 3 attacks. Or 3 hits.
Alright, I'm going to try and save him on 4 pluses. And I
Take
save
2.
1. So I take 2 more wounds. I'm going to choose to swing back with my Herald of Tzeench. Okay, we start with my Staff of Change. It's got 1 attack, 4/3. -1 rend, d3 damage. 4. No. Then I got 2 attacks. Ritual Dagger, 4s and 4s. No. Alright, so you're up.
Okay. So I get 4 attacks with my blade. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s with a -1 rend, and they each do 2 damage.
Very good. And you're on the charge. Your eagle also gets some extra attacks.
Yes, he does. Yeah, so my eagle gets to make 6 attacks rather than 4 since I charged.
Got it.
Okay, so going for 3s. Get 3.
You should be able to kill him.
Alright, 3. With a -1 rend.
3 with a -1 rend.
And 2 damage each.
Okay, so 6s. And so
he's taking 6 wounds.
that's enough to kill him.
Oh.
Boop. And the eagle doesn't even get to attack. Poor eagle. Alright, so there's another hero for the game. We have the Great Lord on the eagle. He's doing his job. He killed a Herald of Tzeench. Very scary guy. Good stuff. Alright, and now we go to this combat over here again, where my Lord of Change gets to fight against these sisters. We're going to start with a staff.
Okay.
Staff of Tzeench has 2 attacks. To hit 4+, to wound 2+, and damage 2. So let's see. 4+, over here. 2 hits, wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, and
They're mortal or not mortal?
they're regular for now.
Okay.
So you go ahead
So
and take.
saving on 5.
Saving on 5s, no end. So two go through, 2 damage each. So that's 4 wounds.
Okay, so she had 1. So that's
Right.
1.
So 4 wounds
1
would be
2, 3,
2 dead and 1 carries
and 1
over.
wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Alright, and now I have a demon weapon. So a demon soul has been entrapped within the Staff of Tzeench.
Okay.
Demon weapons were very powerful in all the editions of the game. A very famous one is the sword that Fulgrim uses to kill his brother.
So there are definitely some parallels.
So definitely some parallels. So we have a demon in our staff. So the Lord changes staff after its use in combat. After I use it in combat, roll 2d6. On a 7+, inflict 1 mortal wound. On a 2, basically Snake Eyes, inflict 1 mortal wound on himself. Because the demon breaks free and hits him.
Alright, let's go for Snake Eyes.
So we want a 7, and no, we get a 6, and nothing happens.
Okay.
That was alright.
Still fine.
Alright, that's fine. Now we got claws, beak, and talons. So we're going to have 4 attacks, 4s and 3s, -1. So 4 attacks, 4s, and 3s. 2 saves of 6+. Okay,
Nope.
So
The one with the wound goes,
and
and another
float-
one takes a wound.
floating wound. Yeah, goes to the next one. It would actually be her that time.
Yeah. So they have +1 bravery.
They do?
Oh no, they don't anymore.
Because of the banner.
The banner's gone.
Does it give them +1 bravery for the turn? It just says it gives them the unit +1 bravery.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming once the banner's gone.
It's gone, and it's
okay.
yeah. Okay.
So they're
but their bravery's still 7.
all right, and now I killed. In this particular combat, I killed 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna roll a d6 and add 3. So 3 plus
6.
3 is 6. Your bravery's 7.
I'm
You're
good.
fine. All right, they're sticking around to fight another day. All right, the Lord of Change is going to use his command ability, give +1 casting and unbinding to everyone who can within 18 inches. That'll be them, and himself. So we're doing pretty good there. Next thing he's going to do is our battalion special ability. The Tzeench Host of Tzeench, which is my army, has an ability called Deceive and Dismay. I can pick a pair of units from the battle that are within 27 inches of the battalion's Lord of Change, and then they swap places. 27 inches, yeah, they're both within 27 inches. So the chariot is going to occupy the space that these guys were occupying, and the pink horrors are going to occupy the space that the chariot was occupying.
That's a pretty cool thing.
It is pretty cool, right? Because I didn't think the pink horrors or anything else I have over here could really deal with him. But I think he and them could deal with him. That's what I was thinking. And then these guys are just here to throw more magical fire. Yeah, right, to throw more magical fire around at various people. So I'm going to make a compulsory move here. Since we're within 3 inches, we have to pile into this combat. We would have had to do that last turn, but we'll just do it now instead.
Good.
Alright, so that is the compulsory move from last turn. Now we're going to move on to magic. We are going to cast a bolt out of the Pink Horrors Arcane Bolt at the at the tree.
Kurnoth Hunters.
The Kurnoth Hunters. There we go. I'll learn the terminology. I got it with a double 6. You want to try and dispel? So that's gonna be 2 damage. So
Okay,
enough.
so one's dead.
One's dead.
And one is down a wound.
One's down a wound.
So he has 4 wounds left.
Next, we're gonna do a Mystic Shield on the Lord of Change.
With your other pink horrors?
Yeah. Getting it with a 7. I don't. You don't.
You
want
can
to
leave
dispel
it.
that,
Yeah.
So he's gonna have that there. I need to remember that next time. Okay. Next, we're gonna do Infernal Gateway. Infernal Gateway needs a 7, and we're gonna cast Infernal Gateway on the. Let's see. I want to try and get those archers. Let me see if I'm close enough. I am. So, Infernal Gateway does get worse as you take wounds. I've taken 3 wounds. Infernal Gateway, instead of wounding on a 3, it's going to wound on a 4.
Okay.
Okay, so first I got to cast it. I need a 7. I change my lowest to my highest, and I add 1, so that
I can't.
12 becomes a 13. Yeah, so you can't. So it's a 13. So we're gonna take 9 dice. So now 4s to wound. Not very good. You're lucky it wasn't 3s because there's like a bunch of 3s in there. So that's 3 wounds. You can take armor saves from these, I think.
They're not mortal.
No, it is a mortal wound.
Ooh, okay. 3 you said?
3, so 3 die.
Okay.
Let's take
Closest.
Oh, no, you can take them off the bat.
Is that
That's
okay?
fine. Yeah. I'm not a stickler about this stuff. They would change places anyway, right?
Right.
So, that's that. Now I'm going to move on to movement phase. These guys are going to just, like, dirter up right here.
Into the river.
Into the river. So they're in the river, like, a little bit further, like that. Like right in the middle, and then these guys are just towing it like this. The thing I want to do is to back his behind up to here to claim the. Actually, you know what? I want him to be
It's within 6 inches, so.
within 6 inches. So let me see. I need to pre-measure something. So if I'm
You're
here.
not allowed.
No, you are.
No, I
You are
know,
on the
I
stage,
know,
so-
I know.
Oh, I can actually charge you instead of 6 inches. So I want to stay like right there for now. Okay, cool. Now I want to move these guys. These guys are going to ignore him, actually. They're going to come and fly around on top of these rocks to look sweet. That's because this is what they feel like. This is what they feel like doing right now. Anyway, so we're gonna run these dudes. So they go 5 plus 2, that's 7. From here, no, they want to get out this way actually. Oh, you can go straight through the forest in this game. It doesn't stop you. So that's fine. All right, and some of them are kind of living in the jungle over here. So we are gonna move up a little bit because I know somebody's gonna contest this action. So we're just gonna like stand here and be
Menacingly.
like, yeah, menacingly and be like, "This is ours." So yeah, that's that. Now we've got the doggies.
Doggies.
Doggies coming round with their little 10-inch gallop.
Dang.
Arr. There we go. And we are going to continue. Let's see. That should be it for regular movement. Now we're going to move on to the shooting phase. So.
I feel like you already had your shooting phase.
I know, that's the problem with Tzeench magic, is that we get an extra shooting phase. Like, basically we do. I'm not even lying. We basically
But that's part of what they fixed with the General's Handbook.
Yeah.
Was...
That we used to be able to use, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, the Arcane Bolt, like, you could just use with every one of your, I want to say Psychers, but they're not Psychers.
Yeah, wizards or casters. So, each of the 2 unit of pink horrors could do Arcane Bolt. And
Right.
the Herald could have done an Arcane Bolt. So we
Right.
have 3 Arcane Bolts being shot every turn.
Yeah, and then he
plus
can do
his-
2 per...
And he could do 2 spells, right? So he could
Right.
do Infernal Gateway and Arcane Bolt.
Yeah.
And we could just blow everybody up.
and then do shooting.
And then do our flames and stuff. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So that was a nice thing that they fixed.
Yeah, Tzeench was a little overpowering. So his magical flame attack is 2 attacks, 4s and 4s. And he is no longer here. You killed him. Never mind.
Wait, who did I kill?
My Herald of Tzeench.
Yeah.
I was like, hey.
Guess what?
Guess what? He's not there anymore.
He's dead.
He's dead. Alright, so. Good. So we got the 1 attack, 4s and 4s for the
Regular dudes?
for the pink horrors. So there's 10 here.
What's the range on that?
18 inches.
Nice.
They're shooting him right there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll 4s. 1s, 2s, and 3s go away. We need more 4s. And 1, 2s, and 3s go away. Take 3 4-up saves. Or is it 3
It's 4.
It's 4.
3 you said?
3, I said.
You're confusing me with your numbers.
Oh, I.
Err.
So 2 wounds. So he's down to 2. Alright. Now, the rest of our shots from them are going to go into the Sisters of the Thorn. So we're going to go ahead and do 10 more shots. They still didn't fix that, shooting in combat.
No.
Eventually they will, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this. 4s and 4s. 1s, 2s, and 3s going away. We need another set of 4s here, guys. So, 5-up saves.
I saved 2.
Nice. So,
But,
so how many wounds do you take?
so
3?
I have 1 with a wound already.
So she's dead and another one's
Another
dead.
one's dead. So my champion is left.
Your champion is
Or,
the
well,
last
my-
one
yeah.
left. Got it. All right. So, going on to the Burning Chariot. He gets 6 shots, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, doing D3 damage towards your Eagle Lord. Hitting on 4s, woof, wounding on 3s.
Woohoo!
All right, I'm gonna have to charge him now. That's all my shooting. I'm gonna declare some charges. I'm gonna declare a charge of the Burning Chariot into him, and that'll make it. They can try a long bomb and charge on them. Why not?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Nope.
So
Not with a 6.
not with this.
Or a 5.
So we're gonna get an automatic pile in here anyway.
You already did, I thought.
Here, yeah, but I can just move closer
Oh,
to
I
this
see
model.
what you mean.
Is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
you have a 3-inch. Yeah.
These guys did not run.
No.
They can try and charge.
But they shot. No, they shot.
You can shoot and charge in this game.
Oh, okay.
Always has been that.
You said run. I thought you were. Never mind.
Charge.
Charge.
No.
Not with
They
the
can't.
river.
Nope, not even without the river would that have made it. So, they want to charge the Eternal Guard. And
No.
they're not
Snake
going to snake eyes. They can't even get down. The 2 inches is like,
They'd be floating.
The kid is like, no, they can't make it. There's just no way. Alright, so let's go right on into combat. Enough of this nonsense. I'm going to choose who I want to swing first. Who I want to swing first is going to be the Chariot. So, Chariot is going to use the Flaming Maw. That's 4 attacks, 5s to hit, 3s to wound. I need 5s. I got 2. 3s to wound. Cocked. 2 wounds. No rend.
4 up.
Yep. So 1 more
1
wound. Next we have the Blue Horror's Jabs. That's 3 attacks, 1 for each Blue Horror. They hit on a 5 and they wound on a 5. So, hitting on 5s, boys! Now the Screaming Lamprey bites, 6 attacks, 4s to hit, 3s to wound. Let's see. 4s and 3s. Okay. Now we need some 3s. Okay, so you go ahead and take 3 regular saves. So 1, but do your 6 up against these.
Oh, right. I have to do the other one, too.
Yeah, we'll do one more.
So I'll do the 3.
No, you saved 1.
Oh, I see.
So 2.
Right.
So you're going to take 2 wounds.
Right.
Now try and roll a 6 for the other one. You roll a 6, so 1 goes away. Now I need 1 more because you got 2 wounds from the other thing. Alright, so you got 5 on you. Ain't no thing. And that was that combat. Okay, who do you want to strike back with? Do you want to hit with her before she dies?
Yeah. Okay. So she gets 2 with her staff and 2 with her horsey.
So 4 total.
All of it is 4s.
Alright, she's going to try and bring him down.
Oh, that was cool.
That was cool. I like that. All 4s. Alright, get him. And 2 wounds.
6s.
And I need, they have a rend, don't they? No,
Yeah.
no, they don't.
No,
Just
no
the
rend.
javelins.
No,
Just
yeah.
the javelins. Got it. Alright, so 4 up saves. 1 more wound. Give me 1 more wound. There we go. 4 wounds now. Okay, so tell me what your eagle does and do
Okay,
it.
so he gets to do
His sword.
His sword. So he gets 4 attacks.
Yes.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s.
I thought it was 3s and 3s.
3s and 3s, you're right.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, 3s. Now wounding on 3s. So you got 3.
3 of them.
And now
Minus
rend.
1 rend, 2 damage each.
Okay, so saving on 6s. 1 save, so you're going to do 4 damage to me. 2 left. So I have 2 wounds left, so the eagle is going to have to try and finish him.
Okay, so 4 attacks, 4s and 3s with the beaks and talons. 4s and 3s. 2.
2, alright, and what do those do?
It's just 1 damage, no rend.
Okay, so I'm going to try and take some 5-up saves for these. I need to save 1 of them. And I save 1, so I'm down on 1 wound.
You're alive, still.
Still alive. And we're going to move on to tallying up the points for turn 2, and then we're going to move right on to turn 3. Is the end of my combat phase, and now we're going to tally up the... No,
I get to swing back.
actually, it's not. Yeah, you get to swing back. So tell me what your eagle does and do
Okay,
it.
so he gets to do
His sword.
His sword. So he gets 4 attacks.
Yes,
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s.
I thought it was 3s and 3s.
3s and 3s, you're right.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, 3s. Now wounding on 3s. So you got 3,
3 of them.
and now
Minus
rend.
1 rend, 2 damage each.
Okay, so saving on 6s. 1 save, so you're going to do 4 damage to me. So let's see how many wounds I have to begin with. I have 6 wounds, and you did how many?
I did 4.
4, so I have 2 left. So I have 2 wounds left, so the eagle is going to have to try and finish him.
It's too bad that on my last turn when I charged I didn't get...
Yeah, to get a chance to.
Let's see. Okay, so 4 attacks, 4s and 3s with the beaks and talons. 4s and 3s. 2.
2, alright, and what do those do?
It's just 1 damage, no rend.
Okay, so I'm going to try and take some 5-up saves for these. I need to save 1 of them. And I save 1, so I'm down on 1 wound.
You're alive, still.
Still alive. 2 attacks. 4 plus 3 plus. And no rend, so just go ahead and take 2 5+ saves. So 1 wound on her.
Okay.
And now I'm going to go with my demon, trying to escape from the weapon and kill something. On a 7 or better, he attacks you. On a 2, he attacks me. And that's a 7 or better, he attacks you, and he automatically inflicts 1 mortal wound.
Oh,
So that just kills
bye
him.
bye.
At the end of turn 2.
2.
We're going to tally up the points.
Okay, so for turn 2, we have 3 points for chaos and 3 points for order. Even if I walk away from an objective, if you walk away from an objective you were already holding, if it wasn't taken over by the enemy, you're still counted as holding it.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
So I still hold that one, and I am 6 inches away from that objective with my Kurnoth Hunters. Steven
Very
is
good.
still holding his on his side of the board with his Bloodletters, and he is still holding his objective with the Beastmen, giving him 3 as well.
Alright, so we're going to roll off for initiative. Turn 3. 5. Gonna be hard to beat. And a 6. Oh! I got the
That's
initiative.
a game changer.
That could be a game changer this late in the game. We'll see what happens right now. We are going to start turn 3 for the Forces of Chaos. I'm going to use my command ability where I can boost the magic of the people around me. So that's going to be the 2 pink horrors, +1 to casting and binding, and the man himself with +1 casting and binding. These guys get everything and everything. I think that this burning chariot is going to switch again with these pink horrors who are now in combat with your eagle. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's insanity what happens. So he only has 1 wound left, right?
Right.
Basically, I want to keep him back here and get a couple rounds of shooting out of him. That's why I want to keep him, because his shooting is better than his hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep him back here, do some shooting for me. We are going to continue using Puckish Misdirection, which is where you can only move half for now. Okay, so we're going to cast some spells. This should be interesting. We're going to cast... let's see... They're going to cast Mystic Shield on him. They get it. 6. Not going to stop it. He's got +1 save. They're going to cast... They're going to cast Arcane Bolt against the head guy. And they're going to get it. It's going to do D3 Mortal. It's going to do 3. So you have a chance to ignore him on 6s.
Oh, right.
Ignore him on 6s. No.
I'm dead.
He's dead? How many wounds does he have?
7.
Okay. So that's the general gone. Unfortunate. Sorry, baby.
That's okay.
That stinks. That really stinks. Alright, so we're going to do the next spell, which is going to be the Infernal Gateway. That's going to cast on a 7. So, even with my +1, so I can change a 2 to match a 2 to match a 2 to match a 2. And +1 is going to be 5. It's not enough. So, still don't get it. What else we can do? He can cast another spell. He doesn't have another spell to cast because he did shield, they did bolt.
Arcane Bolt.
So yeah, he can't really do anything else with his casting. We can move straight into movement. These guys are going to move their 2.5 inches up to the edge. Some of them are over the edge on the other side now. We're going to move. The Lord of Change is going to change his position. So he's going to move here. And he's going to bring his wounds and his save and his casting with him. And this guy can also fly. And he's going to come and he's going to hang out here but behind some cover. 4 up save from your shooting. Next, things are going to get a little more aggressive around here. Those guys didn't actually move yet, so they can move 5. So they're going to move their 5. Isn't that amazing how far they went this turn? They just got warp vortexed over here. Then they used their magic to kill whoever was in front of them. And now they're making a regular move. And then they're going to shoot. It's wild. This formation is ridiculous, I'm telling you. Alright, these guys are going to try to run. So there's going to be 5, 6, 7 inches. So the front guy is there.
So they move 5 and you ran 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just add it all together, especially if they don't have anything to shoot
Yeah.
or cast.
Right.
Because then you can be like, oh, I could have cast.
Because
the
that happened
Shelby.
last turn, so I was like, wait, did they move 7 or
Yeah.
you ran them?
I ran them.
Okay,
I
so
forgot
it just
to
happened
mention
twice.
It just happened twice. Twice. So I was in control of that one, and I still am until someone comes back here and gets it. They're still going to hang out there. These guys are going to come over here. And it looks like it's time for some action. These guys are going to derp up to within 3 inches of your lines. And that's that. So, refusing that flank, moving it over. And now we begin. So, that was movement. We now have shooting. We are going to throw some flames. We have 10 flames being thrown into the Karnoth. These guys have little flames in their hands. You ever see that?
Yeah, they're cool.
They're actually throwing little fire at somebody, a magical fire. Alright, flaming hand throw stuff. 4s. 1, 2s, and 3s going away. Alright, we need more 4s. We need more 4s. Alright, that's 2. 2 regular saves of 4+.
Oh, wow.
So one dies.
Yeah.
Alright, you just got your champ left. Alright, next shooting is going to be from my Burning Chariot into them. He gets 6 shots. It's going to be 6 attacks, 4, 3, D3 damage. 4s. 3s. Regular save for one of your guys.
Oh, one of my guys. So 5 up or
6 plus, I think.
Okay,
for
6.
them, yeah.
Oh,
6,
wow.
you got it. Good. Nice. So that did nothing. But he's still alive and hanging. Let's see. These guys can shoot. Let's see. Do they have anybody in range? 18 inches? Maybe these guys. Yeah, actually, let's see what 18 inches looks like. He can't see. Everyone else can see. Everyone else can see the front there.
Yeah, I agree with
So, yeah. Everybody else but him.
that. So you have 9?
9. Now we're going to throw some more flames at them. 4s and 4s. Alright, 1s, 2s, and 3s going away. 4s again. Yeah, so that's going to be 6.
Okay, they get a 5 plus.
What do the shields do for them?
I get to ignore rend unless it's greater than -2.
Got it. Alright, so it doesn't give you a reroll, but you ignore rend.
Right.
Alright, so you get 5 plus saves.
How many?
6.
2.
3.
Huh? Oh, 3. So I take 3.
So 3 go from the back. We'll just take them back. Alright, so that was pretty good. Now we are going to go on to the charging phase. We are going to charge these guys into him. And they're going to be well in. These guys get their full move. And then these guys, this would take
3.
this would take like 2 inches, like 3 inches, right, out of 6. So they would get another 3 inches, which would be plenty to do what they need to do. And then a 3-inch pile-in, by the way, so more around the back. Yeah, they can all fight, as a matter of fact, because if they're base to base with the buddy who's fighting, they'll fight. These beastmen are going to charge the Saurus warriors, and they're going to make it with a 6. They're definitely going to make it with a 6. The beastmen thing, the dogs, they're going to make it 7. Definitely making it. Definitely making it. So, 7. 1's going to go here. 2 are going to go here. Alright, so, the Screamers are also going to charge the Saurus. And 4 is not going to get it. No way, Jose. But let me just try. Let me check. No, it's going to drop me there. So, not enough. So, Screamers just look pretty over there, I guess. Lord of Change is going to charge those archers. What? Yeah. With a
cocked. That's cocked.
It's cocked? Okay. That wasn't really cocked. That's okay.
Okay, no, you can keep.
No, that's alright. He failed his charge. He'll stay there, and we'll continue with the combats that we do. Alright, so I'm going to choose to go first with the Trickster.
Got it.
I'm going to choose to go with the Changeling. What do you think's going to happen here, Shelby?
I don't know.
Formless Horror. Instead of using the Trickster staff in combat phase,
you
you
get
can
to
pick a
use
melee
one.
weapon wielded by the target unit and attack with that weapon using its profile.
So you want to use my claws and jaws or my spear?
I'm going to use my own Trickster staff. It's better.
Oh,
It's 4s to hit, 3s to wound, -1 rend, does D3 damage.
okay.
But it's only one
We
attack.
ignore rend.
You ignore rend.
Yeah.
That's fine. It still does D3 damage. So I need to hit on a 4. Nope.
2.
Never mind. Alright, so
So are you revealed now?
I am revealed. So,
Not that we would want to divide our attacks. I don't
who
know.
wants to
Go
go
next.
next? So you have the Kurnoth Hunter and you have the Source Warriors. They're really the only 2 Unisters in combat.
I'll go with the Kurnoth Hunter first. And now I am going to attack with my Kurnoth Hunter.
Alright, and it is the champion, right?
Yeah, he's the champion. He's the Hunt Master, he's called.
If I'm not mistaken, he hits on 2s now?
He hits on 2s because he gets a +1 to all of his hit rolls.
That's fantastic.
So he gets 4 attacks with his greatsword.
Ugh.
He's hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, rend to -1 with 2 damage each.
That's gross. Alright, let's try it. Alright, that 1 is kind of cocked, or do you think that's flat?
No, it's cocked.
It's cocked, alright.
No, I mean, no, it's
Oh,
flat.
it's flat? Alright. I was going to give that to you.
No.
3s, 3 wounds, rend to -1. I'm getting a 6+ save from that.
Yeah.
I'll use your green dice. Because I'm probably not going to make this anyway. 6+! Nothing.
And they do 2 damage each.
That's 6. That's so gross. Now, normally at the end of the combat phase, he does a stomp attack. On a
Right.
4+, he causes a mortal wound.
Right.
But since it's only him and the pink horrors in this combat, I'm going to allow him to just roll that now, so that we
Okay.
don't forget. Because I have a strange feeling that we'll forget that. 4+, another one dies. That's 4. All right, so that's pretty good. I mean, he's hacked his way through there, and yeah, we'll see if I can do some damage back. But I might not attack with them next. Let me see what I have going on over here. So, alright guys, we have a big swirling melee in the middle here. I've got some dogs to attack with, I've got some beastmen, and the beastmen are going to get deleted by those lizardmen because beastmen, gores are just not very good. So they have 1 attack each, 4+, 4+. I'm going to roll those up now. Alright, beastmen, gores are going to attack. I'm choosing them next, swinging into the lizardmen, Saurus warriors. 4s and 4s. Extra attack for my champion. Alright. Better than the odds, I like it. 4s again. And that's 1.
No.
You get a 5+ armor save.
Yes, I do.
And he's fine. Nothing. Alright, Shelby, who are you swinging back with? This is where the tide could turn.
Okay. Lizardman.
The lizardmen are going to attack back. Now,
Yeah.
one thing that you could do, and this is one of those instances where you could see if in your own games, guys, this might happen with multiple combats. These Eternal Guard aren't actually in the combat yet, but they probably will certainly pile in. The lizardmen have 3 combats going on. The Changeling, the Chaos Warhounds, and we have the Beastmen. So they also have a 3-inch pile-in, and their spears give them a 2-inch range.
Right.
So everyone's going to get to fight somebody. So you just decide who are the biggest threats and who's going to get the most lizardmen spears in the gut.
And these guys are supposed to be right behind these guys, but we did this because of the hill.
Right, wobbly model
So,
syndrome. Yeah, if you can actually just leave them on the bottom there, that's fine.
Okay, so
We'll understand that they're
now-
fighting in a 2nd rank.
Okay, so...
That's pretty cool. They're backing them up. So you can pile anybody into the Changeling?
Yeah.
Anybody into the dogs?
Probably those 3 or
Maybe those 2 on the
guys.
side as well? Oh, the Changeling's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll do like 5.
3 or 4 against the Changeling. That middle rank can fight him too.
Maybe I should have them do him.
You could split them up, yeah, however you'd like. And you have your champion attacking the Gores. Remember, the Eternal Guard are going to have to pile into that combat as well, and they'll be fighting the Beastmen as well.
Right.
you'll probably get 3 attacks or so out of them with a 3-inch pile-in. All right, so against the Gores first. It doesn't matter the order, because it's 1 unit attacking.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, 6 against the Beastmen. Are any of these in the middle attacking the Beastmen?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. 4s, 4s.
4s and 4s.
2
1.
and 1.
5 up save. And that's going to be a 5. All right, they get bites.
And claws. 5s and 4s.
5s and 4s.
6.
2 hits. And 1 wound. And 1 dead. All right, now how many are going into the changeling?
7.
7, starting with their spears.
7, yes. So 4s, 4s.
4s, 4s.
1.
1, and I don't. All right, 1 5 plus save for the changeling.
Nope.
Nope. Off.
5s, 4s.
5s and 4s. All right, Shelby, let's do it.
It's on.
It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
1,
2.
No.
Nothing. All right, now against the dogs. 5.
Let's see, we have 4s, 4s.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was better. 3. Nothing.
And then the bites.
Yes.
5 bites.
Ooh. 3.
There you go. 4s again. And 1.
1.
And I think I have a 6 plus. No. Okay. All right, so Lizardman killed 1 Chaos Warhound and 1 Gore, and they took a wound off of the Changeling. All right, I'm gonna fight back with the Chaos Warhounds now. Okay, so that's gonna be 2 attacks each, 4s and 4s. 8. All right, so that's gonna be 6.
That was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Okay, 4s again, and that's gonna be 1, 2.
And this one counts.
Yes, that's 2. So 2 saves of 5 up. And
Nope.
2 die from this area. Alright, you get to go and pile in your Eternal Guard because they are 3 inches away. Alright, so I charged with the Gores a little bit too close to the Glade Guard, allowing them to pile in. From what I've been seeing in your guys' videos, other people who play Age of Sigmar, is that a 1-inch attack means that you fight in 2 ranks. It's the base is 1 inch and the guy behind them can fight. So a 2-inch attack with a spear would mean that you can fight 3 ranks deep. If that's incorrect or if you guys do it differently, then just let us know. But that's the way we're going to play it. Makes kind of a lot of sense, actually. So what we're looking at here is 7 Glade Guard in total,
Right.
one of which is a champion, so we're looking at 8 attacks.
So these 3 back here can't.
Exactly.
Reach.
All right, let's see, Shelby.
Okay.
You putting all your hope on these guys?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
gonna do 4 4s.
All right,
8.
let's see what we can do. Not too bad. Above average. 4s again. Once again, very, very respectable.
Very nice.
Now I need 5s to save these guys. And I'm going to save 2. 2 are going to die. And that's going to put you out of combat. But that's alright. That'll give you a chance to charge next turn. Alright, so the next unit I'm going to attack with is going to be my Pink Horrors. So back on the other side of the board. So the middle here, what we saw was a really ineffective fighting round by the Saurus, a decent fighting round by the Eternal Guard, and my Gores did alright. Dogs didn't do anything. No, the dogs did well.
Yeah,
they
the
actually
dogs
killed
did
2.
well. They
The dogs
killed
did
2.
well.
Yeah,
so, yeah, basically not very deadly on anyone's part.
No.
Most of the
Kind of
models
a
are still
swinging.
there. Kind of a big swinging thing, yeah. Most of the models that started that battle are still
They're
there,
still
right?
there.
Yeah, so, alright, we'll try that again next turn. Alright, so let's see if I can do anything over here. I've got 6 left. Alright guys, we got the Pink Horrors swinging back. They are going to do 1 attack each, hitting on 5s, wounding on 4s. We have 2 hits, and we're going to try and wound on 4s. And that's going to be a 2 and a 6. 1 wound, and you get, what's your save on?
4 up.
4 up, you got it. And you got it, woohoo! So he's fine. I'm going to roll my Battle Shock for them right now, so it's d6 plus 4. I got a 5, Which
So that's a 9.
it's a 9. My leadership's
10.
10.
So you're okay.
So I'm okay. So let's move on over here. We'll continue our battle shock. The dogs are bravery 5. They lost 1, so d6. 1 plus 1 is 2. They're fine. Bravery 5 for the beastmen, and you killed 3.
3, yeah.
So let's see. 1, they're fine.
They have really low bravery.
Yeah, they're not. They don't want to stick around. They're killers of opportunity. You know, like when they hear that the Chaos Warband is coming to cause all sorts of mayhem, they sort of march at the tail of the army, hoping to pick up scraps.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of like their thing.
Well.
The changeling, he took a wound, so he doesn't actually do battle shock.
Right.
All right, the lizardmen do need to take a battle shock.
They do.
They lost 1, 2, let's say 3 this turn.
I have 2.
You have 2? Then don't even roll because
Don't roll?
it's impossible for you to fail.
Okay.
And your Eternal Guard didn't take any casualties.
No.
And that is the end of the combat phase for turn 3.
So we're on turn 3 for the team of Order. My general's gone, so I don't really have a hero phase anymore. And I don't have anybody who can cast anymore. So I'm going to go right on to movement.
Alright, but you got some interesting things to do in the movement phase.
I do. I don't know if I'm actually going to really move anybody.
Alright,
Because, I mean, I want to charge, but...
That's in the assault.
Well, I guess maybe if I want everybody to have to get base to base, I should move them a little bit.
Yeah, move them around a little bit there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so.
We're talking about the Eternal Guard here, guys.
Yeah, the Eternal
Which
Guard.
are in the cover. They're going to come out and try and finish off these beastmen and some of the dogs.
So they're going to stay 3 inches away, but they're going to line up so that his flag is huge.
Yeah, it's kind of a cumbersome model. Alright, how about your archers over here? Do they want to get any closer?
No, they're pretty close.
They're pretty close to him.
Yeah.
They're like,
I guess I can move them into cover.
You could move them into cover, give them some better bravery.
Yeah.
Just kind of sidestep into this rock formation with the woods and everything.
Yeah. So I moved my
Blade Guard.
my Blade Guard, my archers, over into a little bit more cover, so they have more bravery and better save.
Cool.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to shooting phase.
Very important phase this turn.
I'm going to use my Blade Guard with their longbows.
Have they used Arcane Bodkin yet?
They did.
They
It
did.
failed really badly when I
Gotcha.
used it. But I do get an extra hit with my main dude.
Right, with your sergeant gets an extra shot with his bow.
So 18 shots.
18 shots. And this is all going into who, Shelby?
Your Lord of Change.
So the Lord of Change is about to get peppered with arrows. Drop dice don't count, as always. Yeah, so Shelby's thinking here that she's going to take some wounds off of him.
Yeah.
And then hopefully finish these guys off and charge.
I thought about shooting into the pink horrors so that it could free up my Kurnoth Hunter
To charge the Lord of Change.
him.
Because in our test game, that one Kurnoth Hunter...
He killed his Lord of Change.
Right, so... But we're going to try this out.
Yeah, but I'm worried about that in particular, so I'm going to try this.
Alright, let's give it a try, Shelby.
So, 4 spores.
How'd you do?
I think I did.
Not too bad, not too bad. Get some woundage. 4?
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's alright. I'm going to take some saves. I'll use those green dice right there.
Oops.
Alright, so 4 ups. And you're going to do 2 wounds.
2.
So I am now down to 4 wounds on him. So he's down to 4 wounds that inhibits his casting and his fighting ability.
Right.
So he's a lot weaker than he was, which is kind of interesting in Age of Sigmar. As a large
How they did
beast
it, yeah.
gets wounded, they're less effective.
Yeah, I actually like that. I think
Me
it's more
too.
realistic.
Yeah, it's a good it's a good dynamic, right?
I think it's good.
Yes, that's kind of cool. So what are you thinking over there, General
I don't know. I'm
Shelby.
really hoping my shooting with my handgunners goes well.
All right, so who's the target? I see the handgunners lurking in the woods over there.
Yeah.
They've got some cover, giving them an extra save. They haven't moved, so they're going to be hitting on 4s.
Right.
4s and 3s, -1 rend.
I think I'm gonna hit the dogs.
Dogs, good way to go.
Try to just wipe out.
They have like tons of attacks, actually, the dogs, yeah.
Yeah, they have 2 attacks each.
But they only have 1 wound, and you're going to get rid of their save, so. You should still have all 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should still have all 10.
4s. Ouch. Okay, and 3s.
We killed 2.
2.
Just automatically 2 dead. Pulled 2 dogs off the side. That was still effective.
That was effective.
So that cleared that out. All right. We're going to move straight ahead into combat then.
Are you charging? Yeah.
Charging, actually. We do have an official charge to make now. All right, Shelby, what were you thinking about?
So I think I had this semi-brilliant idea. I really want to get rid of the Lord of Change. And I think if I just leave my archers over there and cover, Steven's just going to blow me up anyways.
Or ignore them.
Or ignore them. And he only has 4 wounds left. So I'm going to charge with my archers.
Woohoo!
They're really bad in hand-to-hand, but we're going to...
And if any of them survive, yep, that's going to make it in. Then they can shoot their next turn as well. So
Yes.
we're going to go ahead and measure that up to see who ends up where. With 8. So remember, you have to be in base to base in the front rank, and then a buddy can be in base to base with a buddy. And then at the end you get a 3-inch pile-in as well, but you can't do that now. You have to do that during the combat phase.
Oops.
That's okay. He's just taking a nap. So, alright, you have another charge to declare, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
My Eternal Guard are going to charge your Beastmen.
Alright, anything but double 1s, and they're in.
Alright.
They are going to do some damage. These guys do
They're
not
topsy-turvy.
like to stand up. He's going to try and stab that guy in the back, and we're all set. Do the handgunners want to charge that last hound there and see if they can just kill him? It's probably not a bad idea.
Not. There's 2 more hounds, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
But they still might aid killing that one. If you got a full 8-inch charge range, use it. See if you can get up and into this combat more. Maybe some of them could even fight the changeling. It's a multi-assault, man.
Okay, it's the end.
It's the end, right? You got to use everything you have. Sometimes in the end, people are like, oh, I'll just hold these guys back. I'm like, nah, fight with everything you got. And that's what makes these games fun, you know? Handgunners, fixing bayonets, and charging. For the Emperor! For Sigmar! Now we're going to move right on to combat phase. It being your turn, you get to choose who to swing first with.
Yeah, archers.
Archers? Okay, so the archers are going to wisely swing first. So now, first off, you get a 3-inch pile.
Figure out, okay.
So you get a 3-inch pile in to see how many get to actually fight. So we're going to work that out and come right back, guys. Alright, guys, we're back. Here's my Lord of Change. He's got his demon weapon, which will hopefully give him a good chance at crushing some elfies. But we've got tons and tons of elven archers who are pissed off. Alariel gave him orders to show no mercy. And they're going to try and drag this demon back into the warp. So let's see if they can do it.
Okay.
17 attacks.
17 attacks, hitting on 5s, wounding on 5s.
Alright, let's try it. Come on! Ah. It's like 3. It's okay.
Okay.
Alright, 5s again.
Oh, come on.
None. Alright, that's alright. It happens. You have to try. I'm going to save my Lord, and I'm going to go ahead and swing with my pink horrors before they die, because they will die. So 6. That's still good. You still scored an objective. You guys don't notice, but there's a big piece of warp stone this elf is standing on, and I had more models around that than Shelby did a moment ago, and now she's scored that objective just by having more models there.
Right. And this will be the end of turn 3, so I will get
You will get that, and that's a 2-pointer. That's pretty good. Alright, so here I'm going to fight this guy before he kills me all. 1 hit, wounding on 4s. 1 wound, 4+ save for you. Nope.
Oh.
So he gets a wound.
Yeah, he's down to 4.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So he'll be alright. So who do you want to attack next with?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack with my lizardmen, and since my lizardmen are so divided up, I think it'll make the most impact for them to go next.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with the lizardmen fighting the beastmen.
Okay. That's 2.
So it's 6 because I have my champion there.
That's right. And they are doing a good job there.
They are. I really like the lizardmen.
They are. They're nice.
They're good models too.
Yeah, the older models are cool, like in a retro way, but the new models are just really nice.
They are. Okay, so we've got 6 attacks,
All right.
4s and 4s.
All right. Pretty good. 4s again. How
And
many?
2.
5 up saves fall me. I'm gonna save none.
Ooh.
So 2 beastmen are gonna go down.
Moving on to the
Chaos.
lizardmen with the
Oh yeah, you
changeling.
still gotta go, yeah. Oh, you still have bites against the beastmen up here.
Oh yeah, right.
So that was
Okay, so it was 6.
6.
I always forget those. 5 4s.
5s and 4s. 2 hits. 1
One
wound.
wound.
5 up save, and we don't make it. Another one dies. Things are turning around for you here.
Alright. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the changeling with 9 attacks.
Oof. 9 attacks with the spears, then the bites.
Yes. So
He's only got 4 wounds left. Alright. They're angry, they're pissed off. They say, you look like one of us.
5 hits. Let's see. 1 wound.
You know, lizard man. And he's gonna save it with a 5.
Nice.
Bites.
Okay, bites. We've got same again. 9, 5s, and 4s.
5's pretty good.
Nice.
3. Not too bad.
Nice. 2.
2, yeah.
2.
So 2 saves a 5 up. And 1 more wound. I'm down to 3 wounds. Alright, the 1 lizardman attacking a dog.
Yep, he gets his 1.
4-4.
4-4,
Nope.
nope.
Bite. 5-4. Nope. Okay, so it's now Chaos players' turn to decide who swings next. I am going to swing with the beastmen before the last 2 of them die. There's only 2 of them left, yeah. One of them's a champion, so 2 attacks. The other one's regular, and they're going to swing at the lizardmen. 4s and 4s, 3 hits.
Nice.
They're mad. Their brothers are dead. And no, they're not that mad.
Oh.
So
They were like, ah, no.
they're like, nah, we didn't like those guys anyway, actually.
No.
Joe was kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
So, in any case, that was that. You get to choose a unit to swing with. You've got
I
your
think I'm going to do
eternal
my
road.
handgunners so
Handgunners.
that you don't attack them with the dog.
Got it. They get a 3-inch pile.
So, yeah.
Just like surround them, and everybody's in. 10 attacks.
Okay.
You just got to see what they do in combat. I think it's 5s, 4s.
Dagger. 5s, 5s.
5 5s. All right, dagger him up. You got 1, 2, 3, and a cocked reroll. And there you go, another one. And 2 wounds. He's dead.
Wow.
Oh, I guess I get 6 up saves from them, so let's see. But no, he's dead. Technically, that's the other dog too, because they were in combat.
Oh,
with him.
okay.
Yeah, so the dogs are gone.
Yay.
These guys are mostly gone, and I get to attack with somebody. I'm going to attack with the changeling, and I'm going to use my staff. All right, changeling with the trickster's staff. He's going to hit on 4s, and he's going to wound on 3s. It's got a rend of -1 and damage a D3. So what's their save?
Their save
Is 5 up, but they ignore the rend because of their shields.
of their shields, exactly.
All right, so you get a regular 5 up save, and you don't make it. So I'm going to do D3 damage. I'm rolling at 2, so that's 1 damage. So 1 lizard man. Rawr. So all right, I think that you're going next. So you still have your
My
blade
Eternal
guard.
Guard.
So you can get a few more in here with your pile in. That's going to be everybody.
Yeah, 1.
So 11 attacks
Okay.
because you haven't lost any yet. They're on
4s, 4s.
4s, 4s. 4s again.
Okay.
3.
3.
I need 5 ups. And I make 2. I fail 1. 1 goes down.
So close.
1 left. 1 lone beast man left being clobbered by everybody. And he's going to take a... Let's see, he lost... let's see, he's bravery 5, I think. So that's going to be 2.
He's okay.
Plus 1, 3. He's okay. Did anybody else, because it's the whole combat, did anybody else kill beastmen though? Yeah. So how many beastmen did you kill? You killed 2 more or 3 more? With
this turn?
On this turn you did with the lizardmen. You killed a couple.
I guess I did.
So you killed 2 with the lizardmen. And you killed 3 with the lizardmen, plus 1 is 4. So 4, 5, 6, that's 1 over and he runs.
Wow.
So he's gone. So he's like, I'm out of here. He hacks his way through and runs back to the warp or wherever he goes. All right, so now there's just the trickster left there with 3 wounds left.
Yep.
Moving on to the other side of the field, that was your attack. So now I'm going to choose who to attack next with. I'm going to attack with my Lord of Change, see how many elves he can squish. The staff of Tzeench has 2 attacks. They both hit. No, they hit on 4, so 1 hits. They wound now on the chart. According to the chart, we wound on a 4. We do get a wound, and there is no Ren for that, so you can take your 6+ save. Nope, and that's going to do 2 damage, so 2 dead. Now we are going to use our beak and talons, which at this stage we only have 3 attacks. So 3 attacks, 4s and 3s. Let's see, all hit, 3s to wound, all wound, and -1 Ren, so no save, so 3 more die. So that's 5. So go ahead and do a battle shock. 4 plus 5, let's see, 5,
That's
6, 7,
9.
8, 9.
I have
They're plus
bravery of 7.
Bravery of 7, you're not in cover? No.
No.
So you have 7, and the difference between 7 and 9 is 2, so 2 more are going to flee.
Yeah.
That still leaves you with more than me there, though, holding that objective. That's pretty good. Pretty good move tactically, actually.
Yeah. In terms of victory.
In terms of victory points, absolutely. All right, over here, he gets
on to our Kurnoth Hunter.
4 attacks, hitting on 2s. Let's see what you roll there, Shelves. Everybody hits. And 3 wounds. And they do 2 damage each.
Yes, with a rend of -1.
So I'm on 6s. So how many?
So it's 3. Yeah.
1, so 2, so 4 die.
4 die.
And then you got a stomp on a 4+, you kill another one.
Yes.
Yep, you kill another one, and let's see if he runs away. 5 plus 5 is 10. That's exactly it, so he's fine.
He's fine, yeah.
Yeah, if I rolled a 6, he would have run away.
He would have ran, yeah.
But that's still pretty darn good. Setting yourself up for next turn. All right, well, we're looking pretty close here, guys, so let me just show you the state of the game. Over on this side, we have a Kurnoth Hunter Prime, or the officer, standing off against a lone pink horror who will die very soon. We have a Lord of Change who's severely weakened, only 4 wounds left, and he's surrounded by wood elves who are trying to shoot and slice him to pieces with their knives. In the shooting phase, they do get to shoot at him.
Yes.
We have a Burning Chariot, which is very deadly for me, but it's only got 1 wound left, so you might want to shoot at that in the shooting phase and try and get rid of that. Now, I do have a pretty good line of reserves, which have been marching up nice and slow. I've got these 10 pink horrors, these 10 bloodletters, and these 3 Screamers of Tzeench, who failed 2 charges. If you're wondering why they've been sitting up there, it's because I have been trying to charge with them. They failed 2 charges already. The center has been retaken by the forces of order.
Yes, so
the
we
changelings
measured.
in trouble.
I actually have 2 models within 6 inches.
3, it looked like.
3
Yeah, let's check.
of this
token here.
token.
It was 1, 2. It was really him and him.
Him and him, yeah.
Yeah, so there's 2.
And you
have none. None, yeah. So you're going to control that one. Yeah, and let's count the models over here. So I have 1, 2, and then measure to my guy here, probably 3 models. Okay. Either way, it doesn't matter. You have more models there than I do. You don't have to measure it.
And he's not 6 inches.
He's not 6 inches, so you control that. So you're going to get 2, 4, and then you still control that one actually.
Yes,
because no
you've
one's
never
taken it. So you have 5 VPs for this turn. And I have 1 for the one that you never captured back here.
Ah, yes.
So we're going to score that down. 5 we're going to roll for initiative.
This is so big.
It's kind of a big deal. Yeah, we've got this tactical situation brewing here. Man, who knows? All right, let's get going with this roll off. 1. Cocked. All right. The dice god said you should have had that 5, and they gave it to you. Sometimes that happens. Might is right.
All right.
All right, Shelby.
No hero face.
We need a hero.
So we're gonna move on to movement.
Oh, we got some movement.
I'm gonna move
Handgunners.
my handgunners back towards this objective over here.
Because I have some flyers here, which are going to go and try and snab that. It's only worth 1 point for Shelby, because it's in enemy territory, it's actually worth 4 for me.
him, yeah.
And I have some flying squids or manta rays or sharks mixtures, whatever the hell they are. They can fly up and just grab that objective. So the gunners have their work cut out for them. Going to go and try and secure that chunk of warpstone for use by the good guys. In the movement phase, do you want to just turn these guys around and get them close?
Yep.
This is my rank of reserves back here who have been marching and counter-marching all day. But that's good that they haven't been doing anything, these 3 units, because they're fresh.
Yes.
You know, that may not be tactically the best thing. Most players would have committed them a lot earlier. But since you don't have off-board reserves, really, like you do in 40k, you have to keep your reserves on board. And what that means is by just keeping them safe behind rocks, way off to a corner of the field, and then just march them up when you need them. Move some lizardmen down closer to the objective, which is the changeling there.
I'd be very surprised if they didn't kill him.
3 wounds left, yeah. He killed a lizardman or 2 in his time.
He did.
It was just kind of fun, you know, just to
Yeah.
have him in there. Alright, so we got the lizardmen beating up on the changeling. We got these handgunners running for that big hunk of warpstone back there. We've got this
And
brave
you can't shoot
line.
and run, right?
You can't shoot and run now, because that takes place in the shooting phase.
Right.
You got this brave line of Eternal Guard about to charge these bloodletters here. And we have some ongoing combats here, which could make a big difference in the game.
Oh, yeah.
So, alright,
I'm
onto
onto my shooting phase.
these guys can shoot.
Yes, I'm gonna run them first.
Okay, run them first. It's 1d6.
Oops, well they're both 6s, so...
So it's fine. Yeah. 6, that's perfect. So that grabs you that objective.
I'm gonna sit here and guard it.
Yeah, guard that objective for sure. Make a nice little musket line. Present arms. Alright, but my chaos guys, we're gonna really have to step it up this turn.
Alright, we're gonna shoot with the archers.
The archers in combat. Now, correct us if we're wrong, guys, but I believe even in the new edition they haven't corrected that. Any missile weapon troops can shoot into and out of combats still, I believe.
I have 10 guys left.
Okay, and where are those 10 arrows going?
I feel really torn because if I could knock him off, I could get him into combat.
Right.
But if I don't kill him, he's
He
gonna
could,
shoot
yeah.
me.
I would
So
try
I'm
and do
gonna
that.
Yeah. Okay, force forward.
Okay. Alright, so this is to wound how many?
None.
None? Alright. That sucks.
It really sucks.
Alright, well, that was shoosting, and now we are on to combat. So who do you want to strike first with?
Yeah, my Glade Guard.
Glade Guard? Alright, you got 10 left. And the champion doesn't do 2 in hand-to-hand, just 2 with shooting.
Okay, 5's 5s.
5s and 4s, isn't it?
5's 5s.
Is it? You sure?
Yes. Yes.
Oof. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, just 3.
No.
5s? None.
None.
Okay. I'm going to attack back with my pink horror. That's just his last legs here. Hits and wounds. So go right ahead and try and save that. Oh, you save it. All right, who are you fighting back with next with?
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, you forgot to declare your charges. Go ahead and do that now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did.
This is 2d6 now.
Yes.
And 3 inches, that's not quite going to make it.
No, shoot.
Hang on one moment, we'll measure, but we'll see.
No.
All right, so we measured.
We measured for the 3 inches and actually did make it in.
One of them made it in, then the rest
So
of them did their
everybody
pile
else-
in,
yeah.
choosing to attack.
Okay. So,
Should be 11 attacks.
yes.
4s and 4s.
Here we go.
Go. Nice, not too bad. All but 2. And still not too bad. So 5.
Yes.
And I'm going to roll those. And we're going to try for 5s. And that's going to give me 1 dead. That was pretty bad. Sorry about that, babe. That rolling's just been killing you this game. Alright, I'm going to strike back with my Trickster. And he's going to be hitting on 4s. Nope, nothing. Who are you fighting back with?
Lizardman.
Lizardman. That's everybody. Just everybody. That's so bad. With their 3-inch pile, and you
14, so 15 with my map.
You got-
Guy.
Yeah, and this is just the spear attack. Alright, so
Right, here we
4s and
go.
4s for the spears. How many 4s you got in there? You still have bite attacks, remember. Should still be enough
Look
statistically.
at all those 2s and 1s. And
3s, yeah, it happens. It'll be alright. 2, so I'm going to take 2 saves of 5 up. And I'm going to take 1 more wound. I'm down to 2. Now, all those attacks again, but they're bites, so they're on 5s now. 5s and 4s. Okay, 5s and 4s now. 1 more, and I'm going to take 1 more save. And 1 more wound. I'm down to 1 wound.
Oh, so close.
Alright. I can attack now with my bloodletters.
Yes.
So I have 9. Let's see what I've got going on here. They hit on 4s, they wound on 3s.
And 6 is a decap?
6 is a decapitation strike. That's when you roll to wound. So 4s to hit. Now this is where I need my 6s. None. But I did get 3 wounds. And you go ahead and roll your 5 up saves. Pretty good, just 2 dead. So let's do battle shock there. No one can run for me. Your leadership is 7 because of the banner.
So 8, 9.
So
I guess I could.
if you roll a 6.
Okay.
Yeah, so just don't roll a 6. You're good. Alright. And the lizardmen and the guy are fine.
Yeah.
And then let's move on over here. So you can attack now with your
Tree guy.
tree guy. Yeah, he should be able to kill him.
My Kurnoth.
Your Kurnoth.
So he gets 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
Got it?
All hit.
Dead.
All wound.
Let me just roll my 5 up saves just in case, but no, he's dead. Alright, so he's finally out of combat. He finally destroyed that unit. We need to get our damage chart out for our Lord of Change, because he's been damaged. He's hurting. Oh, poor Lord of Change. Let's see, so he's down to 4, so he's taken 6. So let's see, Staff of Tzeench. We are 2 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. 1, wounding on 3s, no. We have the Beacon Talons, and that's 3. Okay. So, 3 attacks, 4s and 3s. 3s, nope. And that's it. That's all I got. That's absolutely all I got. So 1 more round stuck in combat. Nobody did any damage to anybody there, so there's no battle shock. We rolled our battle shock here, no battle shock there. And that is Forces of Order. That's going to
Turn 4.
turn 4. All right.
I'm gonna go on to Chaos turn 4.
Cast turn 4. All right, so we still have some special abilities we can do. We're going to give some +1 casting if we can. If they're within 18 inches still, they may be, they may not be, they are. So they're still within 18 inches, and he's still within 18 inches of himself, so he's at +1 casting.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm just better check. I'm going to check the changeling actually now. He's like 24 inches. All right, so we're gonna start doing some. We're not gonna switch anybody. That doesn't make any sense. So we are going to do the Beacon of Sorcery. We did that, and we're just go right on to magic. So what we need is a 7. We're gonna do Infernal Gateway on the archers. We need 7. I got it with a 11. Changing the lowest to the highest and adding 1. And that's going to be rolling. Let's see. It's on a 4+ now instead of a 3+ though. 3, 6, 9. So 4s are betters, are mortal wounds, and you are very lucky. There are no 4+s there.
Wow.
Alariel is protecting these valiant soldiers.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That's so amazing.
Alright, so he can cast another spell, and he's going to cast Shield on himself. And he gets it.
Of course he gets that.
So, yeah, so he's going to leave his little purple +1 save there. He's actually down to a 3+ save now.
Oh.
So we'll see what happens from now
You mean
on.
a 4+?
3+. You had a rend of something before, and that's what we were doing. So you had a rend and it gave me... Anyway, don't worry about it. Look over there. So, alright, more magic coming out of the schnookies. The pink horrors are going to try and get off on a 5. The arcane bolt onto their spearmen who are trying to... they got it. They're going to try and do D3 wounds to the spearmen, and they're going to do 2. So... Now spearmen gone. Pretty good for them, not so good for the commander, whatever. Alright, that's magic phase. We're now on to shooting phase. Movement phase, I'm sorry,
Yes.
movement phase. You know what? We're going to move these guys, they're 16, and get down over there for some action. Give these guys an option of a couple different units to charge. Tuck them in right here. Depending on whether we want to rescue him or kill them. So, these guys are going to just kind of do their 5-inch move up and in towards the action. Get them over here, throw some fire down at the lizardmen. They did their bolt at them. These guys should be able to handle the rest. Okay, so we did that. He's going to fly up. He has a wound left, and he doesn't really want to get involved in any of this. So he's just going to come up top here and hang out. This is like the little vacation spot up here, where if you're a demon, you don't feel like fighting. You just kind of hang out on top of the rock. So everyone's just chilling on top of the rock. It's the Demon 4Cs. Alright, so we are on to Shoosting. The Shoosting that he does is extra special. It's 18-inch range. He's going to try to shoot it at them. He's got it. And he's got 6 attacks. 4s and 3s. Okay. 3s. And there's no rend. You can take your 6-up saves.
Oh, wow.
So this is the Burning Chariot. Whoa! The Burning Chariot denied.
No, you got 1.
I got 1, but it's still D3 wounds. That's pretty good. 3 wounds, 3 die.
3.
3.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still.
Still, you would have lost like 9.
I know.
Like, that's wild though. They're fine. That's crazy. So did you guys see what happened? So this Burning Chariot up here just was like, when he launched a huge flame of warp flame down here onto them, and they all just like had light armor on, chainmail, and like leather caps and whatever, and they all just hunkered down, and the flames just went over them. It's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. These things happen.
They wore their wool underpants.
They wore their woolen underpants. That's what
They're Scots.
They're Scots. We're Scotsmen. We wear our woolen underpants.
Anyway,
It's a flame retardant.
yeah, it is
Especially chaos flames.
It is a flame retardant, actually, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. They teach that to the fire people. So,
Yeah.
anyway. Alright, we got some little things to throw at you guys. These guys are all in range. So, 10 shots. And they're going to do what they going to do. These pink horrors are going to throw their little flames at them. They're going to be like, heh. Alright, anyway. Phew. 4s again. And 2. Go ahead and take your saves of 5+. Wow. Alright. Shooting's entirely ineffective on my side of the board, I have to say. Let's see, are we declaring any charges? We are. We're gonna have to charge the lizard men here. They're a big threat, and we're gonna get in. Let's measure that. So I usually just measure over the top. So that's a 7-inch charge.
You're gonna try to charge with him?
Him? Yeah.
Oh.
So 7-inch charge.
Why not?
Into there. I'm gonna make it. Remember, I would delegate some of their attacks to fight him because
Right.
he's down to 1 wound.
Right.
Just try and kill him. But if I throw him in there and he doesn't,
He gets to hit.
he gets to fight. Yeah.
One last fight.
One last fight, exactly. He's got the flaming maw, the blue horrors, and the 2 of these things. So I'm hoping that should all be enough with him to do some serious damage there. These guys are going to charge into the Eternal Guard, and they're going to make it. Let me just measure up, see how far the lead gets to go with 8. 8 will put in there. So that's going to be here. So this is where we're going.
Wow.
Looks good. And we should be able to assist our blood-obsessed brethren from the wastes in their never-ending search for skulls. Alright, so...
You get to go first for combat.
I get to pick somebody somewhere. I'm going to pick my Lord of Change. So, we are going to fight Staff of Tzeench. 2 attacks. It's going to wound on a 4, so hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. It wounds, you get a regular save.
You have 6+.
6+. You got it! Oh!
That's so awesome!
And that's the demon weapon. That's the one where I would have gotten to kill like everybody afterwards. So the demon weapon, roll 2d6 on a 7+, inflict 1 mortal wound. So I could have gotten like another mortal wound if I did that, but that sucks. Alright, Beacon Talons, our attacks are down to 3. So we got 3 attacks, and they are going to be 4s and 3s. Nothing. So don't even worry about it. Alright, Shelby, swing back for somebody. Swing back with these guys here.
Well, you already attacked.
That's
so
true.
I don't
Oh yeah,
have
you wanna...
to.
I would fight maybe with them then.
Yeah,
Or the
they're gonna-
lizard men even. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Don't listen to the commander of the Tzeenchian army. He could be trying to trick you.
I'm gonna go with my Eternal Guard.
Eternal Guard for Alario! I know we're kind of goofy guys, you know. Just that's how we do it around
We've
here.
got 6.
Plus chant.
7.
4 4s getting up into the jungle. All right, 3 and 1, and we're dead. All right, so I guess I'll attack back with my Burning Chariot. Alright, Burning Chariot. Melee weapons. Flaming Maw, 4 attacks. This is all against the lizard men. 5 to hit, 3 to wound. 3 to wound. 2 wounds, you get regular saves of 5+.
2?
2. 2 more go. Take him from down here. Bring him back here. So then we have our blue horrors. We get 3 attacks, 5s and 5s.
Nothing. Then we have our stingrays, 6 attacks, and they are 4s and 3s. Okay, 2 and 2 5-up saves. And 1 makes it, 1 don't. Alrighty then. And that's it. Who are you going to swing with?
Lizardman.
Lizardman? Alright. Yeah.
So I get 12 with my main dude. We're gonna do 7 against the
changeling?
changeling.
Okay.
So that's a lot of 6s.
It is. Now you're on Force to Wound. 2.
2.
And this is against the changeling.
Changeling. Yeah.
5 ups. And he did.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! And now, how many attacks do you have left to try and kill the
6.
6 attacks for the chariot. Alright, that's going to be 2 hits. And 1 wound. Let's see.
And then I get to do claws and stuff.
5 plus save. You kill it anyway.
Woo!
Woohoo! Good job. This is the Hall of Dead Heroes over here.
So I know the answer is no, but shouldn't my draws and stuff go over to them since they charged me?
Since you have split attacks, are you saying that the other attacks should go to them? Yeah, I would say so.
You think so?
No, let's play it like that for this game and see if the internet gets angry.
What does the internet think?
Yeah, alright, internet, tell us. If you have 2 attacks, like these guys have spears and then they have their jaws and fangs, shouldn't they be able to take their other attack and split it off towards another unit?
If they charged into them.
If they charge them, right. So let's take all the jaw attacks from this lizard men, do their 3-inch pile in, and get it going.
Okay, so 5 4s.
Yep. How many do you have total, including your officer?
11.
11. Cool. All right. 5s. And 4s. And that's going to be 4. And I get a 5-up save. And I take 2 wounds. 1's down to 1 wound. Yeah, we'll just put 1 wound for 1. What have we not done yet? I haven't done these guys or those guys.
Got it.
So I'm going to go ahead with these guys first. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8. Not fun. So we're going to get the 4s. And we're going to get the 6s. 1's automatically dead. And then you make 3 armor saves.
5 up.
1 dead. You get to pick a unit to attack back with. Have your bows attacked this turn? They have not.
No.
Alright, so, archers.
5 5s.
Alright.
None.
Okay. But he already attacked, so don't worry about it. Now, the last thing I can do is attack with my pink cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 6 attacks. And they are going to be hitting on 4s. Or 5s, I think. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound. You get a 5-up save on your Glade God. He's fine! Alright, so let's go with Battle Shock. They have lost 1, 2... I think they've just lost...
This turn they lost 2.
This turn they lost 2.
Okay.
So, you're at 7.
4.
So, yeah, so you're fine. And then let's go over here. There's nothing to take Battle Shock because you won.
Right.
Here, I didn't kill anything, did I?
No.
Okay.
You missed.
I missed with everything, and so did you. So we're all in combat again.
Okay, so we're just about to start on turn 5, but this is the current tally. So Steven has a total of 10 at turn 4, and I have a total of 14 at turn 4. Just to go over that, I'm still holding my original objective, so I continue to hold that 1 point. Steven now has that point on the left middle side of the board. I am still holding the right middle side, and Steven is still claiming that far back one. The biggest way for him to get ahead this turn is if he can somehow get this objective and get 4 points. then he could catch up to me. I was really hoping that I could get across the board and get 4 points on his, but I don't think that's going to happen because everybody's locked in combat. I'm really happy that the archers, even though they haven't done any damage, they've held the Lord of Change this long, so he hasn't been able to get around and maybe even grab that objective. So we'll see. This roll is big to see who goes next. It's going to determine where we're going from here. Okay, we're going to roll off for initiative.
Turn 5. Final turn. Yes. No! All right, let's see what I can break through here. Let's see what we can do. Command abilities. He's going to give himself the +1. Is there anyone else you can give it to? I mean,
Are the pink horrors out of range?
I'm almost positive. Yeah, they are. And they don't cast, and don't worry about anything else. So that's fine. So he's at +1 to cast. That's it. He's going to attack with his Demon Blade again, do things and stuff, see if he can wipe these guys out. Now, movement, regular movement. Don't have any except for to pile in and just change directions. Just to change directions. So I want more of these guys in, less of those guys in. That should be fine. These guys are actually going to turn around because they're going to throw a bolt. One last spell to cast. These guys are going to throw a arcane bolt into the lizardmen. I was supposed to roll 2 dice, but they got it anyway. So D3.
1.
1. All right, dead. Then we've got. Let's see, what other kind of magic do we have? We have the magic from the big man. We've got the magic from the big man, yeah. Let's see what he does. When he's wounded. Oh. Alright, wish it to Kairos Fate Weaver. Let's see what's going on here. He's still casting on the same thing. So, Infernal Gateway on them. I need a 7. So I get a 10, 11. So nobody's dispelling that on 11, as we know. Match the highest, add +1. It's just ridiculous. I am now in the 5 to 6 wound bracket. Let's see, that's on a 4 better. So 9 dice. Okay, so 4 up. Ooh, they're gone.
They're bad, yeah.
3, 6, 7 are dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I left two guys in a banner.
Oh man.
All right, so but on your turn, he's still in combat, and you're still gonna get to charge him. You might kill him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is so exciting. This is like the most exciting game of Age of Sigmar
we've ever played, yeah.
It's just going back and forth, back and forth. It's ridiculous. This is like a real heroic, like, movie almost. You know, you can see it going back and forth, like it's all nutty. All right, so let's figure out what's going on. That was magic phase. We are now on to the charging phase where we have nothing to charge.
Shooting you did?
Shooting I didn't do. These guys do get to shoot. They're going to shoot at the lizard man. So let's see, 18-inch. And they're all in. So there's 10 of them there still, I think. 9, 10. And 10. And they're going to be 4s. 1s, 2s, and 3s going away. 4s again. 3 saves of 5 up for the lizard men.
I saved 1 to go.
2 go. Arrgh. I'm taking your banner. He doesn't do anything. Alright, I'll leave your banner. I'll take 2 regular dudes. Alright, so now we're going to move on into the combat phase. Charges, and then to declare. My turn, I get to choose who swings first. I'm going to choose Lord of Change. He's going to go ahead and attack with the Staff of Tzeench. He's got 2 attacks, and they're going to be wounding on 3 pluses. So they're going to be 4s, 3s, 2 damage. 4s, 3s, no rend, so regular save is 6+.
And I just do 1 because it's 1 attack that does 2 damage?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Oh! The 6 is coming out again. Oh my god. It's insane. These have the protection of the realm of life.
They do.
That's why you say what realm you're fighting in at the beginning. Because for the dice rolls. Alright, let's do the curved weak and wicked talons. We are on, let's see, 5 to 6. We're at 3 attacks. 4s, 3s, -1 rend. 4s. 3s, -1 rend, so no save, so 2 die.
We still have 1 guy.
Still have 1 guy holding the ground.
Oh my god.
Alright, Shelby, who do you want to fight with? Eternal Guard before they get slaughtered.
Yeah.
Alright. Or Lizardmen for full attacks to try and get rid of some of those guys. That might even be
Maybe.
better.
Yeah, I think the Eternal Guard are kind of already gone.
They're already gone. They've done what they needed to do. They're the heroes. But these Lizardmen could actually cause damage.
Because no matter what, you're still going to hold that objective. Whereas
Yeah.
if you get rid of my guys and then you get rid of my other guys, my
I could take that
handgunners,
4-point
you could take
objective.
that, yeah.
And then on your turn, this is my turn, right?
Right.
Then on your turn, you can shoot what's left of them. So
Right.
yeah, you get all your attacks here, do as many wounds as possible, kill him, throw some more wounds on him, then shoot the hell out of the rest of them. Alright, let's see if this works. Sorry guys, I'm just getting a little excited here. I love these games when they get down towards the end.
Alright, so I have 8 models, but I get 9. 'cause
Look
I
at this
have my
table, guys.
Commander.
Force. Alright, 3. 5 up saves. 1 wound, so 1 dies.
1 died.
And then you have beaks, claws, bites, and everything
The
else.
shield thing.
And the shields, yeah. All their other attacks. They have various other attacks.
Okay, 5 4s.
Got it. 1 hit. Nope.
Nope.
Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to attack back with my Sky Sharks there. 3 attacks, 4 to hit, 3 to wound, 1 damage. So, 6 attacks. 4s and 3s. Alright. 4s and 3s. So 2 wounds and that's it.
No rend?
No rend.
I ignore it anyway.
Yeah, 5 up. No, 2 die. That's worth it to kill a lamprey. Alright, so let's move on to this here. So you're gonna swing with your Eternal Guard.
1 2 3 4.
5 attacks, including your champion. I'm assuming you want to kill some more bloodletters.
Yeah. Okay. 4 4.
They're not bad, right? 2. 2 5 up demon saves. And 1 makes it, 1 dies. Chipping them away at him. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4s and 3s. 3's coming up. 3's coming up. Alright.
Oh, wow, that sucked.
So 3 saves of 5 up.
No, 1 save, 2 die.
2 dies. Then I'm going to fight with the pink horrors, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 really. So 3, 6, 7, 5s, 4s, 1 wound. So save it on a 5+. And you don't, so that's going to be the banner going down into the hands of chaos. Look at this.
Oh, man.
There he is. Last stand. Last stand. Fighting off the hordes of chaos.
Okay, but he has to take Battle Shock.
He has to take Battle Shock. -3. So roll 3 plus 3
So
is 6.
I have a bravery of 7, I believe.
Yeah, you're fine. What's the Lizardman's Battle Shock? 10? Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
And he's basically gonna run.
Probably gonna run, yeah.
Yeah, so he lost 4 in this battle round.
And they have a 6, but +1, so
7. Alright, roll it up. 4, 5, 6. He's fine.
It's fine,
He's fine. Sticking in.
Alright, so we're on turn 5 for Forces of Order. Moving straight on to movement. I want to get a little bit closer so that he cannot fail his charge.
These Kurnoth Hunters are ridiculous, and I think you might be about to see why. He destroyed that unit of Pink Horrors, but that wasn't super impressive. Well, 1 against 10 is pretty impressive, but hopefully we'll be able to see exactly why you take that.
Okay, I think that's all the movement I'm going to...
Those guys hit better if they stand in the shooting phase.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're not going to move.
And he's locked in combat.
Yeah, he's locked. So nobody else is moving. We're moving on to shooting.
Okay.
I'm going to see if this one last archer...
Arrow, right. This bannerman fighting the Lord of Change, he has a banner, right, of course. He also has a sword, of course, because he can fight in hand-to-hand combat. But if you look on his back, he has a longbow, a longbow and some arrows, and he's going to take one of those arrows, drop all of his other gear, and see if he can stick one through the eye of this Lord of Change.
Okay, let's see. Fours.
Fours.
Come on. No.
Oh, that's
he
okay.
missed.
You know there's a big scary monster breathing down his neck. It's possible.
Alright, now I'm going to do my handgunners.
The handgunners are important, yeah. Try and get rid of those two.
There's 7 of them.
3, 6, 7, yep. After the debacle in the middle over there.
They're shooting at your Sky Sharks.
They sure are. Hitting on foes.
Fours. They didn't move.
They did not move fours.
Fours, right. Okay.
Wounding on threes with a random -1.
3.
So 3 wounds with a random -1 gives me saves of 6+. And I'm going to make none, so that's 1 dead.
Yeah, we're moving on to charges. So I'm going to go ahead and start with him.
Declare your charge, anything but snake eyes. You got it. And that's my sound effects, guys. If you don't like them, then sorry. Yeah. Then too bad.
We'll try to charge with the handgunners.
Handgunner charge.
Yes, we make it with a 9.
All right, slam that dude in the flank. Good.
All right, I'm gonna start off with my Kurnoth Hunter because my last Eternal Guard is gone, and I really want to get the Lord of Change.
All right, so he's hitting on 2s, 4 attacks.
All right, so we've got 4 attacks.
2s to hit.
2s to hit. I actually got a 1.
3s to wound. That's good. And rending.
Rending at -1, 2 damage each.
Okay, so I am at a 4+. And I'm going to take 2. So that's 4 wounds.
He's dead.
He's dead. He's just dead. And the Lord of Change is like... And here he is standing on top of his prize. Wow. Wow. Isn't that wild?
Awesome.
Those guys are so good. If you play Forces of Order, or specifically Sylvaneth, these guys are ridiculous. Oh my god. And all because of this one brave standard bearer.
Held him in place.
Held him in place. He wouldn't have gotten over there. He was surrounded by a horde of pink horrors. Well, you know what? It ain't over until it's over.
Yep.
Moving on. Let's see. So my turn to attack back with something. I'm going to attack back with that,
Your Sky Shark?
with my Sky Shark Stingray. They are called something of Tzeench.
Screamers?
Screamers of Tzeench. He's going to take 3 attacks and toss them into those meddlesome musketeers, handgunners. And I hit twice with a cocked. And I hit again. And I'm wounding on 3s. And with a -1 rend.
3s?
Yeah. Actually, no, there is no -1 rend on this. So you just get your 6s.
This is my Lizardmen or my...
Your musketeers.
Handgunners. Okay, so there's 3 gone.
3 die. Alright, so who are you attacking the next with?
I guess I'll do my Eternal Guard. Because
Your Eternal Guard
he's just
champion.
Die otherwise.
Kill 1 more bloodletter,
So,
and he will be like a hero who will go down in the halls forever.
2 hits because he's the general.
Yep. 4s. Both hit.
Both hit.
4s again. Both wound. 5s to save. And he's dead. So that's pretty good. Alright, now my bloodletters are going to pile in and try and finish him off. Okay, so I got 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 4s. 6s are good. Nope, just 1 regular armor save for him. And he's dead. Alright. Alright, what else do we have left over here? We have your Saurus.
Lizard Man.
Yep.
Okay, we've got 5 duders, right? Yes. And 6 hits because one of them is still my guy.
Mm-hmm.
4 scores. 1.
1, and I'm going to take my 5 up save, and I'm fine. So,
Alright, draws.
draws, like the movie.
5s.
Any 5s? 1?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. We're going to tally up the victory
call it.
points. We just finished playing our second game of Age of Sigmar using the new General's Handbook. And what'd you think, Shelby?
I thought it was really awesome. I really liked the new character traits and the new like magical items and stuff. I think that's really cool.
It was.
And yeah, I think Age of Sigmar will always be my favorite game because that's what I started with. But yeah, I had a really good game.
It was an awesome game. The total at the end was 17-13 Forces of Order. So that was close. It was a really close game.
Yeah.
And Shelby at one point, she was like, yeah, I don't think I can win this. I'm like, you just see, you know, the dice gods are fickle. And if you have some guys left on the table, keep rolling the dice and see what you can do. So we had a blast. We just had so much fun playing this game. And I hope that comes through in the video. The next video you guys will be seeing is our 3rd installment of our Commander Shadow Sun campaign. She's reclaiming a planet from the forces of chaos. So keep your eyes out for more Frostgrave, for more 40k, and more Age of Sigmar. Alright guys, thank you very much. Subscribe and like the video. And keep on wargaming.
Some comments down below.
Yeah, leave us some comments down below and keep on wargaming.